What's up, everyone? KJ3 here, and kickoff Gators versus Samford. Man, I just really hope we win another game this year. Like, honestly, just missed kickoff, missed the first play as well. Second play, jumping into the action. Gators on defense first, chose to defer, getting the ball at halftime. And yeah, look at that. They are already have a first down on us. Like, this is a bad Samford team. It really is. Like, what was the spread? 37. The spread is 37.
This defense is still just
honestly, I'm thinking that we're not even going to cover the spread because look, they're just driving the field right down us. Just march right down the field. Like,
and by the way, Emory Jones has been announced as the starting quarterback.
Yeah, Emory Jones is going to be our QB today. I'm sorry, 5 is going to be our quarterback today. No, Anthony Richardson. Don't ask me. Have no idea.
No, he should be playing. Just not starting.
Not starting like he should be. Ridiculous. What's up, everyone? Tomic, Blaine, Dylan, how y'all doing this week? Hope you guys think we're going to win? Because 3rd and 10. Can we pull off the upset? I don't know. Can we? 4-5 versus 4-5. Who would have thought that at the beginning of the year? 3rd and 10, all in 45.
It's 2 4-5 teams going to have some fun on the football field.
Battle to get 500.
Look at
Look at that.
Wide
open. Look, at least Tyron Hopper's in the game. At least Hopper's in the game. Like, that was a good throw, but he was
Perkins
open.
is 28. No, Perkins is
27.
Yeah,
Hopper's
27.
28.
There's too many guys mid-20s that have dreadlocks.
I
man.
know.
Like, I'm not even being the racist thing right now. We have so many dudes
I'm
in the
glad
mid-20s.
Elijah Blaze is off the team because he was one of them.
I know.
There was 4.
I know,
There was
bro.
4.
Like,
There's
come on,
Helm,
guys.
Perkins, Blades, and Hopper. Now, since Blades left, 2 months ago.
They're all about 6'2". They're all about 200, maybe a little bit more than 200, and the majority of them have dreadlocks. Like, guys, come on. Please
Penalty
help
on
me
the
out.
defense, y'all. Automatic first down.
We are just letting it go right down the
Good. Brenton Cox is still starting. I'm so tired of Brenton Cox and the transfers. Play Dexter. Play Watson. 1st and 5. Jump ball. Turn your head, Helm. Incomplete. Oh, man. Historic fact. Gators have never given up a point to Samford. Played them in 1921 and 1922. Shut them out both times.
Avery Helm had no idea where that ball was. That was just a
No
drop
clue.
touchdown.
He had no clue.
That was actually a really well-thrown ball. Yeah, you're not going to get that on Elam, y'all.
Not on Elam.
You're not getting that on Elam.
You can't throw on that 5.
The
The other 5 can't throw.
Looking.
You can't throw on that 5.
I saw the quarterback looking near side, and I look at Elam like, yeah, don't throw it. And he threw it. I'm like, yeah, that ain't happening.
The other 5 can't throw. You can't throw on that 5. Can't do it.
I mean, we have consistency. Anything to do with number 5 can't throw.
Nope. Oh, what a reverse.
Oh, my goodness. No, he's
Out of bounds. First
He's
and
out of
goal.
bounds.
Do I remember the Georgia Southern game?
Guys,
I will never forget the Georgia Southern game. We were
Guys.
28-point favorites in that game. Remember that?
if you're on the Fire Mullen bandwagon, this is a phenomenal start.
Yeah.
This really is a phenomenal start.
Yeah.
Have a crappy team go right down the field on your defense. Touchdown. Look at this. No, he stepped out of it. He didn't even reach the ball. They don't even know what the heck they're doing because they didn't reach the ball.
FCS.
Should have been a touchdown.
By the way, we are paying them over $500,000 to come to the swamp to put up a good fight for us
I
today.
didn't even look and see how much actual money they're getting, but
It was $550,000. 11:30 still on the clock. 2nd and goal. They're just moseying
and
right
now
down the
Jeremiah
field.
Moon's hurt, or is he just saying, guys, I'm done?
Already. He's in there. He's out there.
That was the dive. What? Oh, you jammed your knee into the ground. Yeah.
Ouch. That's gonna hurt.
Okay, that's a legit. That's a stinger. He'll be back. He'll be all right. That hurts.
Is your brother gonna leave us again if Samford is up 20 points at halftime? We'll see. Nah, he'll be here all streams this time. Lane Kiffin, come down to Gainesville. Please. Please.
By the way, this is from Thomas Goldcamp and him posting a live stuff. Not really sure it's worth judging the team on how it runs out of the tunnel, but that was pretty lifeless.
Wow.
Usually have guys jumping around, jawing, waving to the fans to get them going. Like 1 or 2 guys did that. The rest was just a jog to the end zone to take a knee.
That's terrible.
The team has no oomph, guys. They're done. This team's done.
We can't come out of the locker room showing emotion. Why are we going to show emotion
Our second to
during
last
the game?
home game. Why did he not?
Besides Florida State, this is our only other home game.
Thanks for missing the play. Like D- squad on broadcast.
SEC Network Plus.
Yeah, by the way, SEC Network Plus. You have to have ESPN Plus to even get this.
Yeah, so y'all are welcome.
Yeah. We actually might have a good amount of streamers on this one here. Because you're not going to
have
look
at that. Automatic first down.
Goodness.
Oh, sorry. Replay third down. Still. What are we doing, man? I don't even know what the penalty was. It doesn't even matter. 3rd and goal. There's C-Rob. Thank God those 2 coaches got fired.
Look at this. We're running a 12th man onto the field, guys. Yeah. Timeout. We're going to have to call timeout. God.
We can call timeout on 3rd down on the goal line against Samford on the first possession of the game.
Hey, guys, what do you expect when you have a 31-year-old coach who's never called plays in his life take over the Florida play calling duties?
Never.
What do you think's going to happen to us versus Florida State? You can't even get lined up against FCS Samford.
I just hope we beat Florida State.
We're not going to. Not playing like this. And that's the nail in the coffin. When we lose to Florida State at home, it's going to say, you know what? It's going to put the finality in this situation. Because, I mean, come on. We're going to win this game. We'll be 5-5. And it's seriously a 50-50 versus Missouri on the road and Florida State at home.
No, fried gator meat is amazing. If you got some gator meat to fry up at tailgate, I'm envious of you. It's not cannibalism. Though I understand why you think it could be.
Guys, have you seen what Dan Mullen's wearing? That was Mullen in that cute green army-looking shirt. Like
camo Veterans Day shirt that just looks terrible. It looks like it looks worse than the swamp green shirt.
Terrible.
Which I have one because I like the swamp green. 3rd and goal. Touchdown. Barely.
That dude's so slow.
Or what happened to us? That's exactly what happens when you don't fire coaches when you should.
It's very simple, guys. That's what happens when your team doesn't fight for the head coach anymore.
We are a reactive team, not a proactive team. That's what happens in the SEC when you are not a proactive team. If you're not trying to get better, you're going to get worse. We got worse by a lot. First point Samford has ever scored against Florida. Marched on down the field first possession of the game like it's nothing.
This guy
under of 2 interceptions for Emory Jones for 5 today.
Under.
Keep calling him by his name. That's not me. I'm sorry.
But if you go over of 2 turnovers, that's give me a 1.5.
Over under 1.5 turnovers. Taking the over.
I mean, I've been saying it forever. Baseline is 1. He gives you 1 every game but 1 this year. And
wow, he fumbled that.
Sure did.
That's not a touchdown.
I don't even care.
We didn't even review it.
I don't even care.
It wasn't even reviewed. All scoring plays should be reviewed.
Even the booth says, like, I don't care.
You did not break the plane. You didn't break the plane. It should be 4th down, but it don't even matter. It don't even matter.
Even the replay officials are like, guys, look, this is ESPN Plus.
We can't even go. We can't even go to commercial break the right way. It's SEC Network Plus.
No, this is grad assistant production quality right here. Come on.
Woo!
These people saying 3rd and Robinson strikes for the first time.
3rd and Robinson.
Because they converted a 3rd and 10 wide open over the middle, remember? The next guy here says 3rd and Grant. I'm still alive and well, boys.
Are y'all laughing yet? Like, I'm not going to get mad anymore. I said it last week. I'm no longer getting mad. I'm no longer going to let my Gators ruin my weekends. I'm just not. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh and laugh and laugh some more because if you don't laugh, you're going to cry. I don't feel like crying. I really don't. We want Mullen fired. Yeah.
Exactly. That's why this result. That's why I'm laughing at this. I'm happy. I really am.
I do too.
I want us to win this game, but I want it to be like a 38-34, and we have to have a goal line stand to stop them from scoring. You know, like that's the kind of game I'm rooting for.
Here's a Jeremy Foley quote for y'all. Our last athletic director. What was it? What must be done eventually must be done immediately, and that's firing the coaching staff. Pretty much everyone on it, not named Tim.
That was his strategy for everything, not just coaches. It's just basically what he's saying is don't put off what needs to be done. Just do it.
Don't delay the inevitable.
Just do it. It's obvious that this team has quit on this coach. It's obvious that this coach does not understand what needs to be done to fix the problem. The fact that you're promoting Christian Robinson instead of Wesley McGriff, who's called plays in SEC, now albeit terribly at Ole Miss, but he's called plays in his career. Or David Turner, who's a very, very experienced defensive coach. Or Powell Pasqualoni, the dude that we just promoted to an on-field something. I don't know what in the world he is now, but he's been promoted to on-field. He's a great defensive coordinator, albeit 20 years ago, but the dude knows what he's doing. You promote a 31-year-old guy who's never called plays before. Like, come on, man.
You're welcome, Diane. And Blaine, tell me why you don't want Dan Mullen fired. Because trust me, like, I wanted Dan Mullen to succeed more than I wanted Muschamp, more than I wanted Jimmy the Shark. I really, 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 really did. But I gave him every chance. This team quit on him. It's time to go. Please tell me why you think Mullen shouldn't be fired, because there's a lot of reasons why he should, but I would like to hear a good one why he shouldn't.
Yeah, that's being serious. Like, I would love to have a debate on this. Anyone who wants to get in on it, please. Like, if you have reasons for keeping him and reasons to fire him, I would really like to have a debate. We got plenty of time on this stream because this game is not going to be interesting.
Nah, we're here to talk today, aren't we?
And as y'all could not tell, we are firmly on the fire Mullen. And I will say this, full honesty here. I'm a Dan Mullen guy.
Me too.
I really liked Dan Mullen. I liked the hire. I thought he had a good chance. He had great year one, even better year two. And on year three, we were really building towards something until the Georgia game. And it's never been the same since then. When we beat Georgia, this team backed off big time. If you don't believe me, go look at the box scores. Go look at the game recaps on the Riders. You can see they all keep saying, man, this team just, we're not quite sure what's going on here, but there's been two exceptions to that. Both times we played Alabama, we played our butts off. We gave effort 100%, and we were really close. Those are the only two games after that Georgia win last year where this team has given maximum effort.
Ball was half a second too late. It didn't give Henderson Henderson was open. Throw it when he's open so that way he can make a move and try to make a man miss. That ball it didn't give Henderson any time to do anything. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it.
Like, seriously, guys, I'm rooting for a 3-and-out here. I want to see us go down 2 scores and see how this team responds.
3rd and 5, by the way, Malik Davis, not Dameon Pierce.
You ready for the quarterback draw? Because there's no middle linebacker in there. Here comes the QB draw.
Oh my gosh, 1st down.
Is that Davis, 20, right?
Yeah, it's Malik Davis, not Dameon Pierce.
But there's a flag, so this is going to be an offensive penalty. Just
holding.
Watch. This would be an illegal formation or something.
Why isn't AR-15 playing? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's
the only answer I can come up with.
Really have no idea. I can't even think of a reason. I have no clue.
Guys, at this point, honestly, I don't see Anthony Richardson coming back next year.
Nah.
If Dan Mullen's still our head coach, I don't think he comes back. Because this is clearly a shot at Anthony. Now he's basically saying for the two games in a row now. Yep, illegal forward pass. Not for
the pass didn't go.
Oh no. He was saying, all right, so there were too many linemen downfield, what the penalty was going to be. But since the pass was behind the line of scrimmage, you can get away with it.
We caught a break.
No, that's intentional. Wow, look at how empty that stadium is. Oh my Lord.
Empty stands left and right.
Wow.
I saw so many free tickets on Facebook for today's game of season ticket holders saying, I'm not going. Don't want to go. Not going to this. Here's my tickets for free. That's saying something. Instead of week 3, you couldn't find a ticket for less than $400 for the Alabama game. Here we are, home game later in the year. I'll give you my tickets for free. That's how far we've fallen. They're down.
Guys, remember how last week we were telling you about mining for gold, how it's gone to looking in the message boards? Holy cow, they have really ramped it up to another level this last week.
I don't even care if Lane Kiffin comes for 4 or 5 years and has a 4-win season. If he wins us a title and gets our recruiting back to where it needs to be, I still want Lane.
Guys, we just went Gator heavy quarterback power, and we didn't get it against an FCS team.
FCS team.
It's 4th down.
How full is the stadium? Empty.
I think it would be generous to call it a 3rd full.
Yeah.
I think it would be generous.
I agree. This game's giving Georgia Southern vibes right now. I agree.
Oh, absolutely.
Look, 4th and 1, Malik Davis in the backfield.
Did he get it?
No, it didn't look like
I don't think he got it.
Malik Davis as our running back on 4th and 1.
Once again with this nonsense.
4th and 1.
I hope they...
Dameon Pierce still on the sideline. Why?
And you can't even say Dameon Pierce is in Mullen's doghouse because he's one of the only 2 players that speaks in interviews. He's a team captain.
Yep, team captain, y'all.
I don't think he got it. You just bring quarterback power on 3rd short and 4th and short, and you can't get a push.
No. No, 4th down was QB sneak. It was single back QB sneak.
Wow, we got a lucky spot on that.
Barely got it.
That's a very generous spot.
I mean, we got LSU fans saying Dan Mullen should be fired. Like, I'm surprised y'all want us to fire Mullen. He can't beat LSU.
I don't think he even.
We beat y'all 1 time.
All right, that's a nice little swing pass. Attaboy, what's
Go,
up, Gamble? Attaboy, Gamble. You at least got some oomph and some fight in your legs.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, senior. He wants to be there.
Really talented tight end we never use.
Hey, guys, here's just a perspective on how bad Samford is. They lost at home to Chattanooga,
Touchdown.
Tennessee, UT Chattanooga, by 42 points. And we have Malik Davis again still.
No Dameon Pierce. He hasn't played it down yet. Dan Mullen playing like he's trying to get fired. Yeah. I mean, did you see last week?
Dan Mullen playing like he doesn't care. All that has nothing to do with scheme. That has all to do with talent. Malik Davis is just a lot faster than them.
Faster.
That's all that was. That play with faster players on the defense would have been blown up for a loss of 4 in the backfield. His offensive line played like dog doo-doo.
Over under 1 missed kick today by our kicker. Over. And they have the nerve to celebrate. I agree, BB. Oh, I agree. What are y'all cheering for?
If that big old white defensive tackle would have been any faster at all, that's a tackle for a loss of 4.
What are y'all celebrating for? It's 7-7, and we're 4-5.
Why? Because you scored a touchdown. You don't score many of those in your career, no matter who you are. Like, even Devontae Smith only scored 40 of them in his 4-year career. Like,
only 40.
Celebrate a touchdown, bro.
Only 40. That's
He
10
had
a
like
year.
20 in his last
That's
year.
10 a year for a wide receiver. Only 40? That's
Guys, so
pretty good.
No, but think he's playing 50 games and he scores 40 touchdowns. I don't care who I'm playing. I'm celebrating my touchdowns. I don't care. I don't care at all.
That's also Alabama.
Just like a sack. Like, I don't care what the score is. If I get a sack, I'm celebrating it. I might not go absolutely incredibly insane about it.
You're down 28 points in the fourth quarter. There's no need to celebrate a sack.
I'm celebrating. Like, but Trey Dean flexing over some dude when you're losing by 3 touchdowns to Georgia because you had a tackle for loss.
Oh, I couldn't believe that.
I have a problem with that. Like, dude, come on, man.
Couldn't believe that. I miss Kyle Trask. I miss Kyle Pitts. I miss Kadarius Toney. I miss them all.
Put it this way, I miss McElwain recruits.
I miss Will Muschamp as my coach.
Guys, no. I miss Jim McElwain recruits. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
We just had this discussion last night going through how many players out of high school has Dan Mullen recruited that have actually made an impact at Florida.
And we came up with Xavier Henderson.
5 or 6. And he's been a disappointment. I'm not even going to say made an impact. He's been a disappointment.
Naquan Wright at times when he plays.
Yeah, Naquan Wright, he's been good.
Shad Torrance, Jason Marshall.
I said Ethan White on the offensive line. I'll give him a nod.
White.
He's been good.
That's, what,
Josh Braun's been good when they actually let him play.
So like 5?
So, yeah, you got Torrance. You got Jason Marshall. You got Ethan White. You got Josh Braun on the offensive line. You got
Dexter Henderson, right?
Yeah, Naquan Wright, Dexter Henderson. I'm not going to include Henderson, bro. I'm not. He's not been impact.
6.
Please, anybody else tell me, are we missing anybody? Because if you try to go Teron Hopper, he's barely played.
Barely.
Even though he's played a lot more this year than normal.
Don't even come at me with
He's
Mo
a rotation
Diabate.
guy.
Don't come at me. He's playing out of position.
Yeah, like Mo Diabate, you can see the talent. He's just been played out of position. So even if we're being generous, that's
I love the hat. I think the shirt's terrible.
Like, even if we're being generous, guys, it's like 7 or 8 people in his 5
I love that shirt
classes.
more. Dan, why aren't you wearing that one? Terrible.
Because you think Malik Davis, Damian Pierce, Richard Garage, even though technically he's the 18 class, he committed to McElwain, and he just stuck for Mullen. Jacob Copeland committed to McElwain. Kyle Pitts, Kyle Trask, Kadarius Toney.
We've had the same amount of transfers.
Freddie Swain.
We've had the same amount of transfers be impact players than Dan Mullen recruits. Let that sink in.
No. I would say we've had more transfers be impact players than high school recruits than Mullen.
The transfers have done more, that's for sure.
Now, to be fair, the vast majority of the transfers Mullen's brought in, except the defensive tackles this year, really have been excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've been major impact players. But I'm talking about high school recruiting, the thing that we are busting him for over and over and over. He has not had many impact players.
Except Chase Kreisman. He's been terrible this year.
Yeah.
Of course, all the transfers we got this past year, terrible.
Oh, yeah, they have not.
Newkirk, Truesdell.
What was it terrible? They just haven't.
Valentino.
They haven't played like we
Kreisman. By far the worst transfers we gotten under Mullen. All the ones we got last year.
Yeah, here's another transfer, Gene DeLance. You know, that's one they just keep starting him over and over and over. Actually, no, I think he was a McElwain transfer. I think he came in the 18.
He was.
That was a backwards pass.
First down.
Where's the defense? Finally, Mullen, you're getting in the ass of Perkins there. It's about time you finally show some energy.
Look at that.
Sorry for the cussing, guys. I keep doing it. My bad. I'm sorry. Mullen's finally showing at least a little bit of energy on the sideline here.
4th and 1, and they're going for it. And they got it.
Nothing to lose.
Right up the middle on those 2 transfers that we were just talking about.
For real, they had nothing to lose.
They
really don't.
Dexter was in the game, so there's one of the transfers. Once again, 4th and 1. Why was Desmond Watson not in the game?
Oh. And just in case anyone's wondering, yes, he was in warm-ups. We saw him sitting there dapping it up with C-Rob, full pads. So he's a go.
Incomplete. Dexter. Deflected. The line of
Boy,
scrimmage. Almost got 200 people watching. Can we get some thumbs up? Come on, man.
I told you, man, we're going to get some people on this stream.
Can we get some
it's
thumbs
not
up
on
out
cable.
there?
It's not on cable.
Hit me with the like button, y'all. 2nd and 10.
Nice tunnel screen.
Oh, man.
Nice tunnel screen. That actually was not bad defense. That was just well blocked.
Flag.
It's not a chop block, maybe, because Dexter's down. Or they started blocking downfield before the ball was thrown.
Of course
Might be
Dexter's
offensive
down.
pass interference.
Of course he's down. Like, why wouldn't he not get hurt?
Guys, unless it's like 4th and 13, Samford's going to go for it every 4th down. And they should. Because this is their chance to have a statement win.
Yeah.
And they know you can't punt the ball to this team. And they're a good offensive team. They move the ball. Their defense is just awful.
Terrible.
I mean, truly, truly awful. But they can score. All right, he's okay. I just hope we get an elite defensive coordinator next year so guys like Dexter can show just how good they are. Because that man, he's got tons of talent, guys.
Hey, thank y'all for subscribing. Appreciate it.
Offsides on Brenton Cox.
Brent Cox. What a terrible year we've had from a senior.
Why is Chris Mullen not playing? Why is Princely Umamilin not playing? Why is Lloyd Summerall not playing?
Derek Wingo not playing.
He's a linebacker. I'm just talking about Bucks. We have tons of Bucks on our roster. Why is Brenton Cox still out there?
I'm so tired of Brenton Cox. Rip that number 1 off his jersey. You embarrass me.
And he has been injured. He's been nicked up all year. He had a pretty big foot injury in the offseason that clearly he's just never recovered from. But man, stop putting the man in a position to not do well. Let him be a 3rd down pass rushing specialist.
At least I'm not seeing 11 out there as the Mike linebacker today. I'm seeing a lot of Hopper. Kind of feel bad for him. I really do.
Well, he has nothing to lose in this situation either. He was never going to get this opportunity unless Grantham got fired. So he's going to make the best of it in 3 games. He'll be relieved of his duties before the bowl game.
How did y'all react to Todd Grantham and John Hevesy getting fired? I slept like a baby on Sunday night. I really did.
From my perspective, we had been hearing that there was a strong likelihood Hevesy would be gone at the end of the year.
Oh, we were praying for it.
I believe both of us had the same thought of, I'll believe it when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
And so the fact that they fired him before the end of the year, it really surprised me. I never honestly, truly thought I would ever see Dan Mullen have anybody but John Hevesy as his offensive line coach.
Empty.
Wow.
At least the student section's full.
Wow. Like I said, lucky to be a 3rd full. You have maybe 30,000, 35 at the most in that stadium right now.
Not 50. Less than 50 for sure.
Unless you have 10,000 people getting concessions because they're like, yeah, might as well get something to eat early.
Yeah.
Now, it is raining, so, maybe some people are sitting in the concourse waiting for it to stop raining.
It's raining, and it's 60-something degrees, and that's cold in Florida for all y'all northern folks.
Sitting 3.5 hours in a 60-degree rain, that's not fun.
It's especially 60 and wet. Okay, that's a pretty miserable day out.
Yeah.
To watch this team, too,
No.
add on to the misery.
To watch this team just makes it that much colder.
Oh, man,
gosh.
you're not lying.
You can't even start cheering to warm yourself up.
Nope. Nothing to cheer for.
Y'all, broadcast booth, what are you doing?
What's going on right
why
now?
are we just looking at the field, buddy?
SEC Network Plus.
Oh, my goodness. They've got their backups in, too.
I know, right?
Thank you. I would rather be watching the coaches. Thank you.
Dead silence. It should be 21-0 right now. No, it shouldn't. The score should be exactly what it is. Our defense have played terribly. We shouldn't be shutting anyone out playing terrible defense. 2017 all over again. Yep. 2013 too. The team quit on the coach. 2013, 2017 vibes. No, I'm kind of wanting Nick Savage gone as well, to be completely honest with you. We look soft this year. We're getting pushed around like no one's business this year. Both sides of the ball. They finally just cut to an ad.
They finally realized they weren't on an ad, and they're not making money in this break.
SEC Network Plus.
Oh my goodness. These guys is watching Emory is like
Don't
watching,
even joke around. I don't want Willie Taggart. No.
No.
No, sir.
This commenter says watching Emory is like watching paint dry. Bro, that's so true. Just boring, man. You never know what's going on.
I watched Thursday Night Football.
Gosh.
Lamar Jackson versus Miami Dolphins. Lamar Jackson reminded me so much of Emory Jones. Oh, man.
Except Lamar's fast.
Except Lamar's faster, and he can actually throw it downfield at times. Other than that, basically the same guy. Second and 5. Still nothing from the announce crew. Dropped pass. Jalen Lee. Oh,
all right,
look at
we
that.
finally got a defensive tackle out there that we haven't seen this year.
Finally. Oh, no, it's Diabate. I thought it was 15. Is Anthony Richardson going to play?
Yes,
You
he's
tell
going
me.
to play. Now he's reports are he's going to play, which means he'll get series number 3 like he always does. So we got one more series of EJ out there until we see Anthony wide open. Oh my lord!
Get him, Thumper.
Oh my
Thumper!
gosh! Oh my gosh!
Torrance!
Even Torrance isn't tackling.
Torrance, man.
Look at this slow ass white boy number 88 out there. Look at this dude.
Just let a tight end wide open down the field.
Guys,
Safety
guys,
couldn't
for
do
real?
anything about it. I know. Like,
thank
hey,
you.
round of applause
Thank
to the
you.
defense. Way to go, guys.
The worse this looks, the more the boosters and the admin are going to have to take notice and be like, oh my gosh.
Didn't you say you
We
wanted
can't
to bet
even
money?
beat Samford.
Didn't you say you wanted to bet money Florida's way? And I'm like, no way. No way. No way are we going to cover 30-something points. Not this team. Not right now. Did that really just happen? Yep.
Yeah.
Yup. Mm-hmm.
Drop the y'all.
Oh my gosh, man.
Shout out to our recently deceased grandfather. That was one of his things. That,
R.I.P. Go Papa.
yelp. Mm-hmm. Every time you asked him something he wanted to say yes, he would say yelp. Mm-hmm. Yelp. Mm-hmm. We loved it, man. Like, we're not doing it to make fun of him. We're doing it as homage, man. Like,
And we say that
it was
because
great.
our grandfather, season ticket holder up in the
Oh,
Champions
for like
Club, the very,
50
very,
years.
very nice seats, 50-plus years. We grew up going to Florida Gator games because my grandfather always had 2 extra tickets every week. And, yeah, miss my grandfather. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
I'm so glad you don't have to watch
Oh,
this
man.
season.
Oh, man.
Turning in your grave.
Well, guys, here comes Emory again.
Five.
Series number 2.
Here
so
comes 5.
here he comes.
I kind of hope we lose. Like, I don't want to lose. Kind of hope we do, though.
Look at this. They're basically pooch kicking now. Can we feel that? Hey, we feel the ball.
It's 99.
I don't know who 99 is.
Go 99. Good
Good
block,
block.
Henderson.
Jefferson. Henderson. Who is 99?
Don't know.
Did I say Summerall?
Lloyd.
Lloyd Summerall. Hey, you know what? I called for Lloyd Summerall, y'all.
Hey.
I called for him. I said, where is he?
Special teams.
Where is he? That was a nice return from a defensive tackle.
Yeah, right?
No, I think technically he's a defensive end. Buck, defensive
D-line.
end. There's our boy, EJ5.
What up, 5? Led football. 46 pass touchdowns last year. We don't even have 15. Hey, I was about to say, he's wide open up the seam.
Nice throw.
Go, Gamble.
Hey, Kamori's coming to play.
It's 'cause, look at that. We use Kamori Gamble, and he turns out to be pretty dang good.
It was a nice throw there, EJ.
Good throw, 5.
Legit. That was nice.
Good throw, 5.
Let's see. Did he stare him down? Sure does. That was always primary option.
Whittemore's healthy again, too.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
Are we?
Whatever.
What was that? 12? That Wells?
Weston.
That was DeMarcus.
2 plays. Touchdown. Hey, say what you want. That was pretty good.
You just watch. Now Dan's going to be like, you know
Look,
what?
Damian Pierce as well.
Now Dan's going to be like, you know what? Emery looked really good that drive. Let's give him in drive 3.
Right. You know what? Let's keep 5 out there. He's driven the field twice. Throwing hella late. Yeah, that's 5 for us. For anyone new to the channel, I'm done calling him by his name. All right.
What's the thing I harp on with quarterbacks, KJ3? What's the thing I harp on all the time?
On time and accurate.
He had one. He was accurate. It was not on time. We were just lucky he was bad
Watson.
defense. Look how field goal protect.
Look how big he is.
On time and accurate.
He blocked
I harp
2
on it
people.
all the time. That, in my opinion, is the second most important thing for a quarterback. Number 1, reading the defense. You have to be able to read the defense. After that, on time and accurate.
Pre-snap and post-snap.
Breaking tackles.
Like, that was impressive.
There was.
Can't hate on that.
Like,
that was impressive.
They're terrible at attacking, but you know what?
Look at
not
it.
gonna tap you.
Staring at Weston the whole entire time, and there were 4 white jerseys over there.
He was not on time, but he was once again accurate. That was a really nice, low, hard ball. That's what she said. To the receiver where only he'd catch it.
Yep.
Like he put it in a perfect spot. It was just late.
He is the fridge 2.0. Watson? Yeah. Mr. Beef Jerky.
I'm glad we can see it. Apparently our coaching staff can't see it.
Nope. Because, he's not redshirting. He's played him
on goal line. You put him at fullback. Good luck.
I know, right? Oh, man.
You got a 400-pounder running forward who's actually quick in tight areas.
Have him
That's
as
what she said. But still,
have him be double, triple tight end set and have him be another offensive tackle. Just get behind me, y'all.
Just line him up at fullback in an I form. Seriously. Who's going to stop him as the lead blocker? Especially when you need 1 or 2 yards to go.
You think Dan flippin' Mullen would understand that someone that big is necessary? Like, it's why the fridge worked out so well for Chicago Bears back in the day. It's why Warren Sapp was such a goal line weapon for the Buccaneers back in the day. Like, you put these massive gigantors in the goal line set, and it's a mismatch. No team, even Alabama or Georgia, doesn't have an answer for that. Tie game at 14-all.
Nice blocker.
At least we're getting points today. I'd
That
rather
should
be
be a late hit by
14-14
Diamante
than
during the
0-0.
I just really hope we get a legit defensive coordinator in here because this defense has talent, guys. Like, I'm really tired of watching a very talented defense. Now, we say over and over and over, yeah, your high school recruiter is not great. No, it's not. But it's not like we're getting scrubs in there. We're getting talented players. We're just not getting elite difference makers.
We're still the University of Florida. We still have a top 20 recruiting, except for this year. We still have a top 20, top 15 recruiting class every single year.
No, we're better than that every year. Like, Dan Mullen's gone 9, 9, and 12 in his first 3 full classes. This year's been awful.
Top 15 every year.
So, I mean, come on, man. Like, there's plenty of defense. You just don't have those superstars except Elam out there. He's really the only superstar in defense.
Yeah.
But you have a ton of really good players. They should be playing much better than they are.
Oh, come on.
Wow, he missed him. He was gone. He was gone if he put it on him.
Is that Helm or Perkins?
I don't know. Once again, mid-20s dreadlocks. I don't know. Was it 24, 25, 27, or 28? I don't know. Well, he tried to aim that.
That was Helm.
That was Helm. Yeah, you were beating Helm. Look at this.
You're kidding me.
Damn, at least coming up to make a play and then slide.
This is very sad. KJ3, at least we're getting points. KJ3, it's Samford. Hey, I'd rather be 14-14 than 0-0, okay?
Oh, somebody asked Thomas Goldkamp, what's the vibe in the press box? His response was, just general, here we go again mode.
Yep, that's where we're at, too. Is that not our vibe as well?
And anybody who does not know Thomas Goldkamp, you should. He is an outstanding writer for 247 Sports,
Yep.
Swamp 247.
Gators beat writer.
He is very much in the know on stuff like this. Well, they're going at Helm, huh?
Yeah, sure. Him and Perkins. Third and C-Rob.
By the way, they started the game 4 for 4 on third down conversions.
Of course they did.
And the only one they didn't get, they converted on fourth down. There's no pressure on the quarterback. Good defense.
Elam.
Guys, you are not throwing on Elam. Stop
Can't
trying,
throw on five.
okay?
5 can't
They're going to
throw.
call pass interference?
What?
No way.
5 can't throw, but he can't throw on 5.
No, guys, no. No.
Terrible. 4 penalties so far. What a weak call. Weak. Terrible. Just terrible.
Robert Woods suffered a torn ACL. There goes your star wide receiver for your fantasy team.
Dang it.
That's about how this season's going.
Nuts.
That's not holding,
as good as Robert Woods has been, he's wide receiver 3 on my team.
Now you know why they went and got
He's
Odell
firmly in
Beckham.
the flex.
Yeah, now you know why they went and got Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
They knew something was up.
Van Jefferson, you have your job
Yeah,
back.
you still wide receiver 3. Congratulations.
Slot. Be the slot. Live it, love it.
If I were
learn it.
them, I would put Obi. Oh my goodness. Look at how open he is.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
I knew it.
Touchdown, Samford.
Hey! Samford touchdown again. Another broken coverage.
Thank you.
Another missed tackle.
They're 3 for 3.
Let's-
They're 3 for 3 on touchdown drives against this
Oh
defense, guys.
my
It's the first
God.
quarter. They're about to have 21 points on us in the first quarter. If this doesn't get Mullen fired, guys, I don't know what will. I really don't.
Hats off to Samford.
Just
They knew this was a winnable game, and they're coming out and they're trying to win it. Hats off to them. Remember last week when you were like, "Oh, we're going to beat Samford"? I'm like, "Are we really? I thought we were going to beat Georgia Southern too, Brian. Really thought we were going to beat Georgia Southern too."
no, I remember going into that game and the line being like 27 or 28 points.
28.
And we looked at our father
I'll
and we
never
were
forget
like,
that. We were 4 touchdown favorites.
we
against
looked at
Georgia
our
Southern.
father and we both thought at the same time, there's no way we even scored 28 points.
And we didn't.
Nope.
And we didn't.
But listen to these announcers. They have no idea what they're watching. They're like 21 points in the first quarter in the swamp. Like, you clearly not been watching our defense for the last 2 years.
You have no idea what this Florida team actually is. Georgia Southern Rivals.
Wow.
Gator TV, you're so right.
Here's something, guys. Samford played Mississippi State in 2016. They scored 41 points on his defense.
Dan Mullen and Todd Grantham and C-Rob and most of this staff. Billy G, Greg Knox. Can't even say Hevsey anymore.
Let's see. 2016 was not Grantham. He was only there for 1 year. He was only there for 2017. Who was the guy before that? It wasn't Collins. Because Collins came here like in 15, right?
You know, Diaz, his second run.
I think he was 2015. He was like 2010 and 2015, I think, were the 2
he
years
was
for
DC.
Manny. Yeah. I don't know who was there 2016.
He was DC in Miami.
But I know that he had hired Grantham for 2017 because he was only there 1 year when he brought him with him.
Whoever it was in between Collins and Grantham.
Yeah, he clearly wasn't very good, but okay.
Clearly. God, you look like a dork.
Like, he's got some energy, but bro, it's just he knows it. That's why he's got energy right now. We've got him 209 yards to Samford, guys.
209 yards. It's still the first quarter. Still the first quarter. Pick coming soon. I feel it too.
Let's see. This is drive number 3. Yep, there it is. Freaking Emory Jones is still in the damn game.
5. Still
He
in the
won't
game.
even go to his normal rotation of putting Anthony in there.
It's because he's gotten 2 straight touchdowns. That's why.
I'm so beyond done with Mullen, man. Like I said, I was a Mullen guy, but he has just let the wheels come off.
I am Chad Frazier. Was this the same Florida team that gave Bama a run?
No.
It's hard to believe it's the same personnel.
Look at this. All out blitz. That's a hold
Terrible
on the offense.
blocking.
That's a hold on the offense. They just didn't call
Absolutely
it.
atrocious blocking. No pocket, nowhere to go. Emory 5
Nice catch,
made
Johnny.
something out of that.
Nice catch, Jobby.
Is Anthony injured? Nah,
No,
he's healthy.
They said he was out of bounds.
He's healthy.
Anthony's healthy, guys. He was warming up just like Emery.
No, I think that was just pass complete at the line of scrimmage. Naquan.
Still no Damian.
I mean, Damian was in there. It went
To
Malik
block.
Davis.
No,
Malik Davis first possession. Damian Pierce second. Naquan Wright third.
Yeah.
2 plays, and you're like, oh, Damian, don't worry. It's Naquan's time. Terrible. Greg Knox, I want you gone too. Fire. Fire everything.
This needs to be a complete cleaning house, bro. This is a Drano game where it's like, you know what? Just pour Drano in the toilet bowl, flush it all down. Done. It's done. We're down 21-14 after 1 quarter.
I'm pro Lane Kiffin. I don't want Joe Brady. I want Lane Kiffin.
Joe Brady doesn't like it. It's actually well known. Joe Brady says he does not like recruiting. No, I'm done with that.
Nope.
I'm done with that. I don't care how good of an offensive mind you are. If you can't recruit, you can't be here. You cannot be here. I hate to say it, but Kirby Smart has done the exact same thing Nick Saban did, except Nick Saban's just a better coach. You recruit your butt off until there's nothing left, and then you find coaches who can coach. But it's recruiting first.
End of the first quarter, y'all.
Urban Meyer showed us exactly how to do it too. Recruit, recruit, recruit.
Kirby Smart says, and we agree with it, recruit or die. We're dead.
Yeah.
We're dead. Anyways, y'all, end of the first quarter. Anyone new to the stream, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, thumbs up if you're enjoying this video, and just want to let y'all know that all my streams get demonetized due to copyright reasons. So if you want to go ahead and donate some money towards the channel, I'd appreciate it. Really would. But yeah, end of 1, give me a Gator roll call. Where are y'all watching from? What's the temperature out right now? Because we're here in Orlando, 70s. You know, it was very, very foggy this morning. Cold and wet in Gainesville. Duval, Oklahoma, St. Pete, Florida, Jacksonville, Palatka. What a small town there. Got some 407 folks. St. Augustine. I love the lights in St. Augustine. It's very cool. Appalachia.
By the way, target number 2 on my list after Lane Kiffin, because I am very much a Lane Train supporter. I am jumped on, and I'm not just on the Cody Napier. He is the next guy on my list. You want to know one of the quotes that he said earlier this year? Scared money don't make money, y'all. Love it. If you don't spend money, you ain't going to make it.
That's the age-old saying. You got to spend money to make money.
Scared money don't make money, y'all. I love that. I love it.
Knoxville, Tennessee. You can always hang your head on the fact that no matter how bad we are, 2013, 2017, this year, 2021, we beat Tennessee every year, all right? Hang your head on that. Knoxville, Tennessee.
Guys, I sure am glad we're not playing Tennessee next week because they would wax this team's butt so badly. Oh, man.
Probably going to lose to Missouri.
Guys,
when we lose to
playing
Missouri,
like this,
when we lose to Missouri, we will be, record-wise, the second worst team in the SEC, above only Vanderbilt. We are 12th in the SEC record-wise.
Guys, I tell you right now, playing like this, we're not beating Missouri and we're not beating Florida State.
Nope, sure aren't.
Because say what you want about those teams, and they're not good. They play hard.
Yep.
They play hard. It's their coaches just make bad decisions in critical times of the game. They play their butts off. I've watched those teams multiple times this year. They fight.
Brent Venables. We would love Brent
Venables.
Venables.
I love Brent Venables, but by the way, guys, we are currently right now constructing big boards for defensive coordinator. I don't know about offensive line because that's just hard to do. And head coaching candidates.
Go, Naquan.
There you go, Naquan.
There you go, Naquan. I love the way you run, Naquan.
So, yes, be on the lookout. Bolo, those 2 videos are coming soon.
It's like outside frill trout line for offensive line. We really don't know.
It's Alex Mirabal, but he ain't leaving.
Yeah.
He ain't leaving Oregon, all right? He's
No.
not leaving Mario Cristobal. They've been tied to the hip forever, and Alex Mirabal is phenomenal.
The strength and conditioning coach, too, is
Ugh.
amazing.
Yeah, my number one guy, Alex Mirabal, but that's not happening.
Oh, my gosh. Touchdown 5.
You just watch. He's going to keep leaving him in the game because he's scoring touchdowns.
What's my YouTube channel name? KJ3 Reaction. Georgia flipped another Florida. Yeah, we know.
Yes, we know. Guys, and by the way, did you hear the story on that? KJ3, would you like to share the story on how they flipped our wide receiver?
Raymond Cottrell? Oh, yeah. Y'all remember Raymond Cottrell. Lifelong Gator from Milton, Florida, over there in the Panhandle. Grew up loving Florida. Gator fan. Orange and blue bled. Like bleeds orange and blue. When he got his UF offer, he cried
when his
tears
head
of
coach
joy.
told him he was call the staff, and we offered him.
He was on the practice field. Head coach comes over. Yeah, by the way, Raymond, you got an offer from UF. Cried tears of joy this past summer.
Literally, we're not joking.
We're not
literally
joking.
Cried.
No, we're not joking.
He was so happy.
This past summer, he was at Friday Night Lights, committed while at Friday Night Lights, while in the coaching office with Dan Mullen, while he committed, cried tears of joy.
I can't wait to be a Gator. I love it. This is the school. This is the only school I want to be at.
Can't wait. For the last couple months, I'm shutting it down, shutting my recruitment down. I'm a Gator.
1 week ago.
Staying in the Gator. 1 week ago, I'm a Gator. Shutting recruiting down. For the last month, Billy Gonzalez, our wide receivers coach, did not even contact Raymond Cottrell. Not once.
Now put it in perspective.
Christian Robinson and John Hevsey were the ones talking to our wide receiver, not our wide receiver coach.
Now put it in perspective,
Why
KJ3.
would you stay at Florida when Georgia is also talking to you? I don't blame him. Wish him the best of luck. I'm upset that he's not going to be a Gator, but that's on our staff.
Put it in perspective.
This man cried tears of joy at the thought of wearing orange and blue in the swamp, and now he's playing for Georgia.
How often do these elite teams that have elite classes contact their recruits?
Every day.
How often do they hear from their position coaches?
Every day.
And this is not exaggeration, YouTube. Recruits are on record. So many of them, we can't even name them, but just look them up. They say all the time, oh yeah, I hear from Kirby. I hear from Coach Smart 4 or 5 times a week. I hear from my position coach every day. They text me every day. I talk to them on the phone 3 or 4 times a week. I hear from them every day.
Every day.
And Raymond Cottrell, who's the number 85 recruit in the top 100, he's like number 11 or 12 wide receiver, crying tears of joy.
Tears of joy.
Because he committed to his dream school, the school he grew up wanting to play for, the school he gave up dreaming about playing for. His position coach doesn't contact him for a month.
A month.
Like, you want to know why we're so frustrated with recruiting? You want to know why we're turning into a laughingstock? We can't even hold on to guys that are sticking with this even when they know they shouldn't, because it's all they've ever wanted. And this is not like scuttlebutt hearsay. He released a statement once he committed to Georgia saying these things about Billy Gonzalez.
Yep. And it wasn't like bashing.
No.
It was more of a, I can't believe that actually happened. This is why I'm going to Georgia.
No, he was asked specifically, why did you flip from Florida to Georgia? What was Florida doing wrong? And he said, well, Florida, they just recruit differently down there. He says, my main contact was Coach Robinson. He said, I hadn't heard from my position coach in over a month. Like, it's inexcusable, the lack of attention to detail this staff has when it comes to recruiting. And this is elite talent. This is a top 100 wide receiver.
Yep.
He was the highest rated guy in our 2023 class. Like, it's inexcusable.
The last 3 weeks, we've lost our 3 highest rated recruits in the next 2 recruiting classes. Says it all.
Guys, we're being mocked by national pundits that have podcasts, that have radio shows, that everything. They are literally mocking us, saying, I have no clue what they're doing down there. Someone has gone on record saying about Mullen, saying he is an insult to the recruiting profession. That's how little they care about recruiting. And you wonder why our team gets beat by teams that play harder.
Way to go, Lee. Oh, man. I wish we were making any of it up. We're not.
We're not exaggerating either. Like, we're being as factual
Matter
as
of
we
fact,
can
we're
right
sugarcoating it. We're sugarcoating it because we're telling you just the facts and nothing other than the facts. We're not getting upset and adding anyone. No, literally, those are facts, everyone. We're sugarcoating this, if anything. Really are. What is it that you say? The worst thing fans can get about a team is what? Apathetic.
They stop caring. Apathetic, bro.
Stop caring. We don't care anymore. It's why I opened up this stream and I said last week, I'm no longer going to let the Gators ruin my weekend because I don't care as much as I did 2 months ago. I just don't, because I know what to expect. Crap football is what to expect. You're going to call a flag on that?
By the way, currently, Samford is 6 of 7 on third downs, and the only third down that you cannot convert, they converted fourth down. They're 1 for 1 on fourth down.
Third and C-Rob.
We've literally not stopped them a single time this game.
Third and Robinson. Please like the daggone video. Yeah, I agree. You tell him, BB.
Florida has 5.
I cannot believe they're going to call Elam on this. Where's the pass interference?
That's our 6th penalty for 49 yards. Samford has 1 for 5.
That is the most ridiculous one of the game. Even the D crew SEC Network announce team says they can't even see a penalty.
Wow. They threw on you, Marshall.
Marshall, come on, man.
Guys, KJ3, I don't know why you're upset right now. Like, every time they convert a third down, I'm laughing, I'm cheering, I'm happy on the inside.
Hey, there's Watson.
Look, now we're going to be called.
How big he is compared to anyone else.
He's lined up next to Carter, who's a large man himself, and
and Jalen Lee, who's not a small man at all.
There you go, Carter. That's how you get out on the outside.
Zach, where do you go, man?
He still plays hard.
Eh.
No, he does. He's just been double teamed a lot the last 3 or 4 weeks.
It's called nickel and diming, slants and screens. 5 yards at a time.
There's Carter. Once again, had the rush in the backfield. He got chipped down. Good defense.
Surprised they're not going to throw a flag right there.
Perkins.
Third and 8.
Here comes third and Rob. Third Robinson. Coming up. Third and long.
No, Vandy's a laughing stock of the SEC. Are you
No,
sure?
No.
No, Vanderbilt's not supposed to be good, and they're bad.
Vanderbilt
Florida's supposed to be good, and we're terrible. We are the laughing stock of the SEC this year.
Vanderbilt has a severe lack of talent, and they play hard. Florida has an abundance of talent, and they don't play hard. Which one's worse?
The latter.
Good job, Perkins.
We got him off the field.
No. I would expect them to go for it. Yeah, I expect them to go for it. Unless it's 4th and really, really long, I don't think they're going to punt the ball.
4th and 8.
Oh, no, that was Carter, wasn't it?
Was that Zach?
Where's that Dex? That's Carter again.
Carter.
I tell you, Carter plays hard, man. Like, he really does.
Way to go, Zach.
He really does. He's just been double teamed a lot. That dude plays with effort.
Another punt.
I'm very surprised by that.
Still have Henderson back there instead of Finley Graham.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that they're punting the ball.
I'm not. It's 4th and 8 at midfield, and it is Florida.
But you know your defense ain't going to stop us. Like, as bad as our team is, they're not going to stop us. We will stop us before they stop us.
No kidding. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the interception.
Unless that's their plan. Like, yeah, I know Florida's going to mess up here for too long. Please, will you put Richardson in the game, please?
If we lose to another team called the Bulldogs this year, I'm going to hate life. We can't lose to two teams named
That's why
Bulldogs.
we didn't play
man.
Mississippi State.
I'm surprised we didn't play Mississippi State. Dan Mullen's like, hey, Bulldogs for the dub.
Man, I used to be the coach of Bulldogs. Let's not win.
9 years, man. I love seeing Bulldogs win. What'd I say about Georgia again? I don't know. I don't know. What did I say about Georgia? I mean, hopefully, it's probably going to be number 5, though. I seriously, I would be surprised if Mullen put Richardson in the game at this point. Not to say he shouldn't be in the game. No, I'd just be surprised if Dan Mullen actually makes the necessary call.
Like, honestly, YouTube, this is my comparison to Florida and LSU, right? Both teams dealing with talent issues, right? LSU's injury-wise.
Yeah. Again.
The players haven't wanted to play for Ed Orgeron since he messed up the Black Lives Matter thing 2 off seasons ago.
Preseason last year.
2 off seasons ago. He botched that so badly, the team that Jamar Chase literally said, I'm not playing on this team this year because you're a clown.
Mm-hmm.
He sat out an entire year.
It's worked out pretty well for Jamar Chase, too.
He sat out an entire year instead of playing his last year in college because he hated his coach that much.
I'm going to go out a champion, coach.
Okay? They're 4-5. We're 4-5. Have you seen a single game this year where LSU has not shown up?
Nope.
They just almost beat Alabama. They were a Hail Mary pass being dropped away from beating the number 2 team in the country last week.
No, honestly, it was
in Alabama.
It was Ed Orgeron's fault because they literally went for it on the goal line instead of kicking a field goal, and then they got the ball back, and a field goal would have sent the game to overtime. They tried chasing points. That's on the coaching staff.
You know my thought on chasing points.
Never
do it unless you have to. Unless you have no other. Yep, Emery's still out there, of course.
Support the staff like y'all said all offseason. Yeah,
now, you know what? I'm sorry.
The staff lost my trust this season. Yeah. So
I'm sorry. I'll take that back. LSU didn't show up for one game this year. The road game in Kentucky. They got blown out in that game.
True.
That's the only game they did not show up for. The only game.
That was the game where Orgeron said,
Malik Davis back out there.
I'm surprised they ran the ball for 300 yards. I'm surprised. It was a rushing team at Flintstone.
For a head coach that's been fired, they're still playing their butts up for him, even though they hate him.
Sure are.
Even though they hate him.
Sure are.
What are we running quarterback draw for against this team? Like,
oh, I want him gone. I want the whole team gone. The whole coaching staff gone.
Why is Richardson not in the game at
I'm
this
so
point?
over this, man. I'm not even asking questions about why this quarterback's still in the game. I just want the season to be over with. I love football season. I look forward to it all year long, but I just want the season to be done. Look, 4th possession, Malik Davis again.
I know. Damon Pierce gets 2 plays and you don't let him run the ball a single time. We're going to be the 5th possession of the game before he even gets a carry, if he gets a carry.
I'm well aware LSU has long-term perspective. It's why they're trying to get Lincoln Riley or Lane Kiffin as their next coach.
No, if you believe the massive amounts of smoke coming at LSU, they are going to get Lincoln Riley.
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it, but I give them a much better chance of getting him than any other team in the country. When LSU wants somebody, they get him. Look at this.
Terrible.
Look,
you see
way
us
overthrown.
getting pushed off the spot on our O-line? The whole O-line just got beat. This is freaking
I told you, they're not going
FCS team, man.
They're not going to stop us. We're going to stop us. And now Mullen's going to go for a 4th down.
Look, just up. Wow, look at that.
Davis.
Look at that.
Wow,
just
Davis.
Everyone on the team.
Malik, that was terrible. We're going for our own. You know what? Please don't make it.
Here comes the turnover.
Please don't make it. They're just gonna punt the ball.
No, they're gonna go for it.
Oh my gosh. They're doing the freeze option. He ain't gonna make it.
Nope.
He ain't gonna make it.
Terrible block by Whittemore on the perimeter.
Terrible play call.
Turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh.
They have the ball across the 50 now.
Thank you. Yep. Good job, Samford. Make it as ugly as you possibly can. Then pull him from the game.
Oh my God! Put the other one in. You have to.
How about you put the quarterback in who can actually run the ball? Score a touchdown, please.
Good.
Score a touchdown,
Good.
please. Nice catch.
Good catch,
Nice
man.
catch.
I'm rooting for offense now.
Perkins, that was actually really good defense. That was an awesome throw. That really, you know what? That's not on our defense there, guys. That was an excellent throw.
That was a great throw, great catch.
I don't know if he was beaten badly at the line of scrimmage or something.
It looked like we were playing off. That was
And
good
Trey
coverage.
Dean, where are you for the safety help? But whatever.
That was good coverage, too.
Yeah, that was. I mean, he was right on the guy.
Wingo!
Oh my gosh.
Wingo!
Wingo's in the game.
Derek
Thank
Wingo's
you.
in the game. Oh my goodness. Second and goal. Like, I'm serious. I'm rooting for offense now. All right? I'm not rooting for defense anymore. Touchdown!
Picture of a kitten chugging bleach. Go, Samford! Come on, Bulldogs!
We're rooting for offense.
Come
over here
on,
now.
Bulldogs!
That's what this has come to. We just want to watch entertaining football.
No, I'm rooting for us to lose at this point. Like, I've seen enough of this where a halftime speech ain't going to change the way this team plays. I'm really rooting for us to lose.
You know, good
I
point.
truly am at this point.
Good point, Josh. Mullen getting fired today. What do you think? If we lose?
Yes. I think tomorrow at the latest.
Yeah.
I think it's going to happen a lot like last
I'm
week.
starting to
It'll
think
be, you know what, dude? You don't have it. You don't have it.
I really am starting to think that if he loses today, he's gone.
This is Zook's Mississippi State.
Yeah.
If you lose this game, this is Zook's Mississippi State.
What an angle.
Who was that? Valentino?
This is
No, that was Truesdale. He just ran right through.
This is 2004 Mississippi State, 2013 Georgia Southern, 2017 everyone.
2017, the Shark. Okay? Just the
Everyone.
picture of the Shark.
Jimmy the Shark.
The 2017 death threats, but it really started with the Shark. And then it went to the credit card scandal, and then it finally came to the death threats. It was a triple action on that year,
roller
man.
coaster of a year, man.
It was a triple action on that one that finally got rid of that dude.
Started in spring. It was the shark photo. In fall camp, it was the credit card scandal.
You just got to stop at the Shark, laugh a little bit, because that was so freaking funny.
In spring, it was the shark photo. In fall camp, it was the credit card scandal. In October, it was the death
Guys,
threats.
it literally went spring, summer, fall.
Oh my gosh, what a weird year that was. Gosh. Man, that was crazy. So who do you think would take over as interim head coach for the last two games if he gets fired after this game? When he loses. That's right, I said when. Brewster?
He is associate head coach.
It's got to be Tim.
Yeah, he is. I'm very certain, actually, that he is associate head coach.
It ain't going to be
Or
Billy
assistant
G.
head coach.
It ain't going to be Greg Knox.
No, Billy
It's
G will
gotta
be
Tim
gone. Knox
Brewster.
will be gone.
We just fired a D coordinator. We don't have an O coordinator.
It will either be him or Pasqualoni. But it's probably going to
Pasqualoni,
be
you mean the
Brewster.
grad assistant Pasqualoni?
No. Pasqualoni is like the 60-some-year-old dude who used to be a head coach and DC for many, many years.
Yeah. Anyways, y'all, if you're enjoying the stream, go ahead, hit the thumbs up, man. Let's get to 100 likes. We're at 92 right now. Got over 740 people watching. Subscribe to the channel. I don't make any revenue off these streams because they all get demonetized due to copyright reasons. So subscribe, man. Subscribe, donate. All money donates to this channel. It's put back into it, man. Like,
Guys,
y'all want me to go to Florida State? I'm honestly
Ugh.
all year long I've been planning on going to the Florida State game.
Do you really want to watch us
Y'all
lose
really
to them?
want me going to the Florida State game now? Like,
Look at this. This quarterback
seriously.
is 14 of 24 for 233 yards and 2 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown.
He's playing Florida is exactly what he needed.
Turn him into a Heisman candidate.
Anytime a quarterback plays Florida, they look like a Heisman.
Poster says, Grantham laughing his butt off from the couch pounding Millers.
And by the way, did everyone see the fact that John Hevsey immediately unfollowed Dan Mullen on Twitter after he got fired? 20 years of working together. And he got so hurt the fact that he got fired, he unfollowed one of his best friends. What an idiot.
Bro, even Josh Pate said something about that. Like, he even made a little fun of it, saying, like, you know, whenever you two want to reconcile, just let me know. I'll broker it.
I know, right? Malik Davis
returning kicks now.
Because starting running back's not enough when you have talent that you're just burying on the depth chart. No, he's got to be the main kick returner this year, too. This late in the year. This
Mullen,
for
the love of everything holy, you better put Richardson out there in this drive. Oh, my goodness. You're still going to put Jones out there again.
He hasn't gotten his turnover yet.
You're still throwing him back out there.
He hasn't gotten his turnover yet. He needs to get that out of his system. He needs the turnover.
It's coming soon. Don't you worry.
Oh, I feel it.
You could feel it. You could sense it. Emery's going to start pressing a little bit now, and here comes the turnover. Hey, what do you know? Damian Pierce, first carry, he's going to be a 30-yarder. 25 yards on his first carry. Hey, how about you give him the freaking ball? Literally, 25 yards on his first carry. Give him the ball.
It's just
God.
It's just funny at this point. It's just hilarious, man.
Did he pee in Mullen's Cheerios in the beginning of the year or something, and Mullen found out about it?
Did someone go poo-poo in his Cocoa Puffs?
Look at this. He's making people juke all the place. 10 more yards. Next carry. Oh, my God. Did he pee in his Cheerios or something?
Right.
2 carries, 35 yards.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
He is so blatantly your best running back in the 3-man rotation.
Clearly. What are you seeing anymore? Oh my God, he actually went through his progression.
Terrible throw. Great catch, Shorter. Great catch.
First down.
Terrible throw on an open out route, 25-yard out route.
Oh my gosh, man.
I don't know how he kept it off the ground. That was a heck of a catch.
It really was.
Let's see. Looking right. Let's throw it to him now. God, great catch.
Yeah.
Excellent catch.
Not that bad of a throw either.
Hey, what do you know? Damian's going to get a touchdown.
Oh,
they tackled him short. Nice tackle, 22.
See that juke move?
Nice tackle, 22.
Clearly.
Wait.
The best running back.
Guys, it's going to be a QB sneak to Emory Jones now because Dan does not want Damian to get another touchdown.
Clearly the best running back. Did you see that juke move?
That one cut was nasty.
Get it, Pierce.
Daddy boy, Damian.
Clearly the best running back on the team. Takes him to possession 5 to finally get a carry. And he busts it for 25 freaking yards, man. Clearly the best running back on the
25 team. Yards, 10 yards, 6 yards, touchdown. Let's see, that's added up. That's what? 43 yards on 4 carries and a touchdown?
Was that Knox?
Pretty nice. No, that's not Knox. Knox is older.
God, Knox is an idiot.
We haven't gotten a miss. That looked like C-Rob.
We haven't missed our kick yet.
Oh, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Howard, snap, hold, kick. Oh, we're still perfect today. He didn't do a thing against Georgia. He was not given the opportunity to. And honestly, Georgia's defense, way better. But that doesn't mean Damian Pierce is not the best running back on the team just because we're facing Georgia.
Guys.
Matter of fact, that's why Damian Pierce should be getting more carries against a team like Georgia because he is the best running back on the team. Nah, Malik Davis.
Dude posting from the game. Says,
No Bowman, no Lingard. Lingard's going to transfer. I'm telling you, he's going to transfer.
Posting from the sideline saying guys are laughing on the sideline.
I'm not surprised. You said the tweet from Gold Camp about us coming out of the tunnel.
It's not caring. It's just they don't care. They're done. They checked
We
out.
can't even come out of the tunnel with energy like we used to. Jones is almost perfect in passing. People just hate on Jones. Defense has sucked tushy this year.
Cheeks. Defense is cheeks.
Defense has been bad at times.
Defense is cheeks.
Yes. But please don't try telling me Emory Jones is a perfect quarterback because he's anything but. There's a reason why he got benched this year. I'll leave it at that. There's a reason why he got benched.
Emory Jones is accurate enough, but he stares down receivers. You're playing at FCS school. That's the only reason why he's good right now.
Not just the fact that he stares down receivers. He throws the ball late, and most of the time it's not accurate. It's behind the receiver. They're not on time. They're not accurate, and he stares his targets down.
He usually gets one of the two. They're either on time or accurate. Very, very, very rarely is it, man, I hit my back foot in the drop, and I'm going to let it go, and it's on the money. Very rarely does that happen. And now, to be fair, we criticize Anthony Richardson when he's in the game, too, when he doesn't do something right. He just is never in the damn game for us to criticize him.
Hasn't even played a snap today yet.
He's not there.
We're playing
I can't criticize someone who doesn't play.
We're playing a freaking FCS team, and our backup quarterback, who we started against Georgia, hasn't even seen the field yet, and we're coming up on halftime. That's terrible, y'all. It's terrible.
No clue.
Frick.
Oh, there it is.
No, that's the broadcast. SEC Network Plus. Okay.
They've been demoted to the D- squad.
I was wondering what happened to my feed.
What's going on with these people?
SEC Network Plus. That's why. Trust the staff. I want them fired.
Guys, there is no trust in this staff. Oh, let's show the walk-ons jumping up and down. Make it look like people are excited.
Well, at least someone on the team cares.
Look at this.
Go! Go, baby, go!
He's gone.
Go, baby, go! Yes!
Hey, YouTube.
Greg Knox, you're fired!
Hey, YouTube. Trust the staff?
Trust the staff. That's our strength.
That's Greg Knox's position right there. Special teams.
Greg Knox,
okay?
The same coach that we're getting on for not playing Damian Pierce, the running backs coach, the special teams coordinator. Touchdown on the kickoff.
This is just a sheer lack of effort on this team's part.
Oh, my gosh.
They've given up 35 points coming up midway through the second quarter.
Wow. They're going to score more points than
They're going
LSU.
to score 70 on this team.
They're going to score more points than LSU. I hope y'all understand that.
That's just a lack of effort. No, our team is half butt jogging down the field because they don't want to chase them.
Idiots.
That dude's full on Forrest Gump arm pumping out there, and our team's just halfway jogging down the field.
Oh my gosh. 5th non-offensive touchdown allowed. It's not too bad.
No, that's terrible. That is awful.
Hey, we blocked it.
No,
Still went in though.
If we would have tried to block it, we would have blocked it.
Dexter got a mid on it.
Guys, please don't tell me about trust the staff. Look at this. They just stand there flat-footed. It's okay. We're going to let him go.
It's terrible, y'all.
And look at this. Before we even get to the 50, look at how all of our guys are pulling off. They're like, yeah, we're not running.
Oh, man. I just want to watch good football. I don't even care if it comes at my team's
Guys, I'm
expense anymore.
serious. I'm rooting for Samford at this point. Like, I'm sorry. And that's not sarcastic. I'm seriously cheering Samford, saying, please win.
I know we're not going to get a kickoff return for a touchdown. I'm just excited to see a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Please win.
I'll pay you $500,000 to come and beat our butts in the swamp.
Embarrass this team. Please make it
Georgia
so blatantly obvious to our administration that this team is done under Mullen.
Tim Brewster for interim coach.
Yeah, I haven't even seen Jacob Copeland.
I haven't either. They're losing games by an average of 31 points a game.
They lost by 42 points at home to UT Chattanooga. To UT Chattanooga. We went to school 45 minutes from Chattanooga. I didn't know they had a team. I did not know they had a team.
What a hit. We did.
We literally went to high school 45 minutes from Chattanooga. I did not know they had a Division I team.
I had no
I
idea.
didn't.
Hey,
and they lost by 6 touchdowns. It's just amazing how
Richardson's still on the bench, everyone.
Honestly, if I'm Anthony Richardson, I'm going in the portal at the end of this game.
Yeah.
Like you know what? I'm done, guys. Transfer portal.
You want?
And I don't blame the kid at this point. I really don't.
You want Emory Jones so badly? Okay, he's yours. I'm out.
This is any. I'm not going to keep repeating the same words.
Don't even get upset about it anymore. It is what it is. Say la vie, man.
The stubbornness of Dan Mullen is just.
Say la vie.
It's shocking how stubborn this man is, even when it's so.
Damian Pierce just balled out. Yeah, so it's Naquan Wright's drive.
No, we're going to give him 4 carries now. It's going to go Naquan Wright,
Malik
then
Davis
next again,
drive. Yeah.
Then it'll be Damian. So he might come out in the second half, get the first drive in the second half.
It's Ron English all over again with the 4-man safety rotation.
Which, by the way,
we have a 3-man running back rotation.
By the way, we want to bust all over Ron English. His defense is number 11 in pass defense in the country for Michigan State this year.
Of course.
Torian Gray, number 12 in the country this year. So and he also leads the SEC in most interceptions.
So it was Grantham. That's what you're telling me.
So the 2 guys we fired because our secondary looked awful are both top 15 pass defenses in year 1 with their new coach, with their no schools.
I didn't even know that.
Number 11 and number 12 in the nation.
So it was Grantham.
You know, Chester Kimbrough, the guy that couldn't get on the field, he's a starting cornerback for Ron English in Michigan State.
And Mel Tucker.
He's a starting corner. Look at this. We're going to punt.
3 and out.
This is just amazing. You go 3 and out.
3 and out. Damian Pierce balls out, kickoff return, touchdown, 3 and out offense.
Look at this. You have two defensive tackles waiting for him after the handoff.
The game was over when it began.
Guys, I'm finally starting to hear the booing from the stands. It's about time. It's about time. They're actually booing now. Good.
I'd be booing. I love that hat.
Good.
I really like that hat.
Yeah, that's actually a really nice looking hat.
The shirt sucks, but the hat's cool. You know me.
Can you please return this punt for a touchdown too?
I know, right? I'm so glad they had a kickoff return for touchdown because that's on Knox.
Yep.
That's on Knox. There's no way Knox cannot get blamed for that.
Guys, at this point, there's nothing that Mullen can do staff-wise. He can literally fire every assistant head coach. He's done.
You're done.
He's done.
Stick a fork in you. You're done.
Mullen, your team quit on you.
Well, I kind of feel bad. What do you feel bad about? Please, let me know. What do you feel bad about? I don't feel bad. Mullen did this to himself by retaining bad coaches.
Guys, he's 2-8 versus his last 10 Power 5 opponents, and he's about to lose to an FCS team. That's awful. We're not talking like what was the team that beat Michigan? Can't remember their name. Appalachian State, right? Before they became a Division I team when they were FCS team.
2007.
That App State was really, really, really good as an FCS team.
Yeah.
They were really good.
They won 2 national titles at the FCS level.
And like 2 of the 3 previous years, they had won national titles at their level. Yep. They were a really good team. This is a freaking terrible FCS team.
Oh hell, come on, man. That's not even that's good pass, but that's bad defense right there.
No, that's bad defense. That was not a good pass. He waited forever for that ball to get there.
Avery Helm.
He waited forever for that ball to get
What's going on, man?
He was not double covered. Torrance was nowhere near him by the time that ball was caught.
Yeah, the ball was there before the safety came over. It's not double coverage. Cox.
Look at this. Wide open.
Classic Brenton Cox. Over pursuing in the backfield, lets the guy run right by him to the inside.
Right up the field.
Classic Brenton Cox.
Every single time he does it.
Classic.
Guys, I never thought I would see an FCS school most likely score 42 points on this before the half. Because we're not stopping them on this. I mean, look at this.
Y'all remember, Georgia Southern was a triple option team.
They threw the ball 3 times.
They literally completed 0 passes for 0 passing yards.
On 3 attempts. They literally threw the ball 3 times.
0 for 3. 0 for 3, 0 yards.
I think one of them was a pass interference call because there was a deep shot.
I think so. marching down the field like they're
We have too
Georgia.
many guys in the field, I think.
We had better defense against Alabama than we've had against Samford.
Hey guys, I think we only had 10 guys on the field there. C-Rob, I feel bad for you. Because you were put in a no-win situation here, buddy.
I said that in the first quarter.
Yeah. You were put in a no-win situation here. There was no way you were going to be able to get this team to play hard. And now it makes it look like
you're a bad coach.
No, he's just in over his head. Like, it was unfair to promote him to that position.
I mean, at least he's getting mad.
I don't care. It's too late. They're not listening.
And we've said this before. We'll say it again. It really looks like Mullen lost this team when he named Marco Wilson a captain after he lost us the game against LSU last year. He was a captain for the Alabama game. Remember that. He was a freaking captain after he lost us the LSU game.
He had been a captain all year. The fact that he didn't take the captaincy off his jersey.
Another reverse. Missed tackle.
We actually pursued that time.
Trey
Dean.
Missed tackle.
No, Dean slowed him down. You don't have to tackle. You just have to make him stop his feet.
No, that's the thing is Dean doesn't tackle. No. He throws his body at people. That's all he does.
Swing pass. Yep. That's well blocked. That's a missed tackle. First down.
Even Torrance looks like he's not.
He's not. He's just.
This whole team is just giving up.
Guys,
they've given up on the season.
We're going to give up 60 points to this team.
Not in the defense, but like
his one-on-one up top. I bet they're going to throw a fade route up there against Elam to see if he can defend it. Nope. Inside run. They're setting that one up though. That is on an island, Elam up top. Like I like that matchup for us, but you know they're going to try it.
Yep.
I would. They have 16 first downs to our 11. Look at this. I mean, look at this.
It's funny.
And our best offensive player, Dameon Pierce, has run 4 times. He's got 4 touches. This is a touchdown.
Hell!
This is a touchdown.
We're down 2 touchdowns to Samford.
Go Bulldogs!
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh, I am.
I'll never say that.
I am.
I'll say go Samford. I will
go
not
Bulldogs.
Say go Bulldogs. Nope.
I'm not going to freaking grunt like the dogs do, like Georgia does, but I will say go Bulldogs.
How about them Braves?
Look at this. Avery Helm, out of control when you've got backside contain, allows the quarterback to scramble around you and nobody's there.
How about them Atlanta Braves, y'all? Who out there is a Braves fan? That's right. I'm talking baseball now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I really hope Freddie Freeman is re-signed. Should be.
Guys, we are down 42-28 to Samford.
Surrender, Cobra.
We're about to give up 100 before halftime. Are you kidding me? This has to do it. This has to do it.
It really does. As painful as this is, and trust me, it is, like, don't let my smiling and my laughing take away from the fact that I'm upset deep down inside. I'm just not showing it. But this is not as painful as the LSU game, because the LSU game, it was the same freaking play the whole second half. At least they're throwing the ball around and sprinkling in runs, all right? ETSU versus Samford this year. This is hardwired. I agree. Mullen's gone. He's gone. And I want him gone.
Guys, remember, at kickoff, we were 37-point favorites. We're down by 2 touchdowns.
I couldn't believe we were 37-point favorites.
We're down by 2 touchdowns.
I couldn't believe that.
We're negative 51 points to the spread right now. Just comprehend that for a minute. We are negative 51 points to the spread at this moment.
I can't believe you took Florida in that spread.
I didn't bet them. I wanted to, but I didn't.
There's Lingard on special teams. Saw him.
It's as close as he'll get to the field.
Sure is.
Is he throwing 5 back out there? Let's see.
Oh, you best believe, man. He's going to make a change. It's going to be at halftime. This is 5 all day right now.
Look at this dude. So this dude's coming off a 600.
They're not afraid to throw it all game.
This guy's coming off a 655-yard performance, and we're just letting him go through us like a hot knife through butter right now.
Mm-hmm.
No resistance. Yep. What do you know? 5 still out there. You got shorter on the up and out, and he didn't even let it go. That's pass interference.
Woefully underthrown.
No, that's pass interference. Where's the flag?
No flag.
Refs. Come on, man. Like he almost tackled
You
Henderson.
called 2 bogus ones against Florida's defense, but you're not going to call that.
I mean, that ball was woefully underthrown, but that was pass interference.
Very underthrown.
Come on. He's grabbing his arms, for goodness sakes. Never even gave him a chance to catch it.
I'm waiting for the turnover.
It's coming. Like, it's coming. It really is. It's coming, guys. He's good for one every single game.
The last 2 games, we've given it up in the last 2 minutes going into halftime. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for it.
This is the territory.
I'm waiting for the defensive score. I'm waiting for it.
This should be a quarterback run.
I'm going to cheer when it happens.
Look at this. Not there.
One-on-one, you can't even throw a back shoulder. Like, yes, you were on the run, but, man, you're an SEC quarterback. You need to make that pass. Y'all enjoying the stream? Subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the thumbs up. Donate to the stream. I don't make revenue off this. I get demonetized. 3rd and 10.
Let's send you this one. You gotta look at your phone. The most recent one, we need to get to halftime and show YouTube.
Look at that. Double, triple, quadruple clutch.
That's fine. At least you ran and got a first down. Thank you. Like, it was there 2 seconds previous, too, but, don't force. That was a good play. You didn't force a throw that clearly wasn't there because you double clutched it. And you just said, you know what? I'm faster than them. Let me get 15. If you were to do that more often, you'd be so much more effective.
Does he not look like Lamar Jackson at times? Exactly like Lamar Jackson.
That was a good throw. It was a long, wide side throw, too. I'll take 3 yards.
I'm not complimenting a 3-yard pass.
I am. I'm looking for decision-making. He looked downfield, says it's not there, and he knew where his dump down was, and he hit him for 3 yards. I'm fine with that. That's like a run. It gets you to second. I'm sorry, that was a 7-yard completion. That's fine. That's quarterbacking. That's knowing where your dump downs are. That's knowing where your downfields are, and just hitting the check down.
Yep.
That's a good play. If he were to do that consistently, he would be a very good quarterback. But he doesn't.
What happened to Florida's defense? This is what happens when the team gives up on the coaching staff. The team has given up on this staff. Hey, for anyone watching the stream that's enjoying the stream, not the game, thank you so much. I really appreciate you watching.
I know this has just been a whole bunch of bash Dan Mullen stream. But my Lord, guys.
It's warranted.
We're down by 14 points to a crappy FCS team.
FCS team, not even a good one.
Guys, if we were up by 14, I would still be disappointed, but I would not be this bit. We're getting owned by them right now at home.
Sure.
And what do you know? Malik Davis again.
It's a Malik Davis drive because it was Naquan Wright that went 3 and out.
Because it's drive 7. It's a Malik Davis turn. No such thing as situational football with this rotation.
No.
No, man, you get the whole drive. You're tired? I don't care. It's your drive.
No, if you're tired, we'll throw.
Exactly. If you're tired, come to the bench, we'll throw.
No, if you're tired, we'll have you run a route and we'll throw it elsewhere.
Emory can't even get a first down because the offensive line won't block. That's not on Emory.
But is that not showing your hand? It's like, oh, we're only going to keep one running back out there all series long, and when the running back is tired, we're just going to pass. You're making yourself one-dimensional.
You're predictable. That's the worst thing you can do. Not even one-dimensional. One-dimensional is not the worst thing.
Offense is predictable.
Is the worst thing.
You're kidding me. I never thought I would ever say that about a Dan Mullen offense.
Yeah, predictable.
Get out of town, man.
It's the worst thing you can be.
Get out of town.
On either offense or defense or special teams. If the other team knows what you're going to do, I don't care how good you are, they're going to stop you.
Oh, Naquan. Oh, and he's wide open.
Nice throw.
Yeah, that was a great throw.
Touchdown.
What's it? But Malik Davis? No, Naquan White.
And you know what, bro?
Where's Damian Pierce?
He gets next drive. He gets first drive in the second quarter.
Oh,
the second half.
We skipped the rotation.
No, what it was is Malik Davis got tired. So we're going to throw it. So we're going to put our best pass-catching running back out there.
Wheel route.
But you know what? We do this play all the time, man. This is the same play that we ran with Richardson because that was the deep over from the slot. And then we hit a backside wheel route on it. So when the safety goes to the deep post and you know basically the deep corner route on the over route, you just hit the backside wheel.
Wheel route.
Very nicely designed play.
Oh, you've been watching film too,
and it was a good throw by Emery because he sold it well.
Waiting for
Guys,
it.
I don't just bust on him all the time. When he does something good, I'll call it out. That was good. Yeah, they got a minute. They got a minute to score, and they got all 3 timeouts.
Oh, they're gonna drive the field.
We get the ball first too. Second half.
Vanderbilt would beat Samford. I agree.
I don't know about that. Vanderbilt's not very good.
Neither are we.
Oh, you're right about that. This guy says, "I miss Mac."
Woo,
man, you
know you're feeling down when
totally
you say you miss Jimmy the Shark.
You totally given up if you're saying I miss Mac. You know, say what you want about McElwain. At least his team's, except for that last year where it was just clear that that team was done. They fought for him.
I'm so tired of you.
Stop yelling at the refs and get your team ready to play. Please. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, man, I'm a Mullen dude. I'm a Mullen guy.
Emery equals Treon.
No, Emery's better than Treon, guys. Like, Treon was awful.
They're about the same pass.
No.
Treon
Harris never once had a 50% completion percentage at the end of a year. Not once. He was putrid. Treon Harris was so bad.
Yeah, Emery's better than Treon. I'll agree with that. "56 seconds to give up a touchdown." Remember, we get the ball coming out of halftime. One defensive stop, and we're right back in it.
This guy says, "We're at DEFCON 1, boys. The wife is taking advantage of my lowly state to start putting up Christmas decorations. She thinks I haven't noticed yet. It's November 13th. Help!"
Oh, that's good.
Help.
Help.
Come on, Welch.
Oh, man.
You can get to 300 by the end of the half. Come on, man. I got faith in you.
Wingo with the tackle. Oh, they're just taking it to halftime. They're happy with the 7-point lead. Like, why wouldn't you? Why are you doing this? Why wouldn't you try to get points? They're just gonna kneel it now.
They are 0-25 against FBS teams.
Of course they are. It's freaking Samford. Halftime.
Knocks to C-Rob. Just a gif of some dude saying, "Hold my beer."
I hate it.
Just, hold my beer. I could do worse.
I really hate Greg Knox.
Oh my goodness.
0 running back snaps for Bowman or Lingard. Nothing but a different running back and draw. Like, what the heck is that?
Tweet. Not only does that kick return give the defense a breather, it gives Florida a potential leg up in the most important category, total offense. Because remember, according to Mullen, if you outgained the opponent, then you played better than them. You didn't get outcoached.
We played better than Georgia. We had more yards than them.
Oh, goodness. Can't make these things up, guys. These are
Remember,
things he's actually said.
Remember, everyone, it's not recruiting season right now. It's just not. Well, the other team sucks. Just what questions y'all got for me, man? It's halftime. Give me
Ooh.
something good.
You guys want to start with the new head coaching potential search? I don't think it's even a matter of if anymore. It's a when. Like watching this performance, it's not if, it's when, guys.
What must be done eventually needs to be done immediately. It does feel good to only be down by 7, at least at half. No, it feels terrible to be down 7 to an FCS team and a half. I'm sorry, it does. Is this basketball? Mel Tucker just got extended at Michigan State, so he's not going to be a candidate. Where do I live? Orlando. I'd love for Urban to come back.
Oh, please.
This makes no sense, man. Yes, it does. Have you been watching the last 3 weeks? This makes all the sense in the world. A team that plays that bad, that plays this poorly, can get beat by anyone. And right now we're getting beat by anyone. Y'all really want to fire Mullen? 100% yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. 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 It should be 30-zip Gators right now. No, it shouldn't.
No. What game are you watching?
Are you watching the same game? Fight in the locker room? That would a fight in the locker room
show somebody cares.
That would mean that someone on this team actually cares. I don't see that happening in the locker room right now. I see Dan yelling and the team just letting it go through one ear and out the other.
Guys, like, for real.
Fans can't talk because they lost to Jacksonville State. We're about to lose to Samford. Yeah. Yes, they can. I hate Seminole fans, but they deserve to be talking right now. They look a lot better than we have in the last 2 months.
At least they lost on a somewhat fluky play to end the game. We're getting owned by Samford right now.
Winter Park High School could win this game. You're correct. Any team playing hard can beat Florida right now. Any team is beating Florida right now. Do I like the Tampa Bay Bucks? No. Hate Tom Brady. Hate him. Oh, I hate him. I'll like Tampa once Brady retires. Need Charlie Strong? He wanted to come back last year. Todd Grantham said no. Go Jaguars. Urban Meyer.
Guys, you want to know just how much this team has quit? Just understand this. This is honestly the worst stat I've heard so far for this year. Samford with more points and yards in the first half than Alabama and Georgia had in the whole game.
Wow.
Just let that sink in. An FCS school has more points and yards than the 2 number 1 teams we played this year. That's how much this team has quit on this coaching staff.
Yep.
At halftime. I actually want to hear this. Turn it up a little bit. This is Chiswick and Doring, most likely. The 2 Florida guys. Oh, they're talking about another game. Never mind. My bad, yo. I'm very interested to hear what they have to say because last week was the first time I've heard both of them turn on Mullen. They were basically like, this is done.
What's my favorite NFL team? Don't really have one, to be completely honest with you. I love college football, but NFL don't really have a favorite team. I would love for the Jags to be good because I grew up in Daytona. An hour away was Jacksonville, so they were always the closest team to me geographically. So I would love to root for the Jacksonville. Like Saxonville, I was definitely a Jags fan during the Saxonville run, but Tom Brady and the Patriots got in the way. I hate Brady. I really do. He's such a cheater. Florida gets the ball first coming into second half. Calais Campbell, Dante Fowler. Jalen Ramsey, AJ Bouye. I love Saxonville. Really did. The FSU UF game is going to be a wonderful shit show. Yeah, you're right.
Here's a message. Maybe Todd Grantham was a genius. He at least made these guys look like they wanted to play football.
Fair point.
Like,
fair point. Fair point.
Seriously. They at least look competent. They just sucked. C-Rob looks like he has no freaking clue what he's doing out there.
Shout out to you for still watching, man. Respect to y'all. KJ, you think we're going to make a bowl game, bro?
No.
Honestly, if we lose today, there's no chance that we beat Missouri and Florida State. It's just not happening. We honestly need to win today and then split the last 2 games to make a bowl.
Guys, I'm serious. It's a 50-50. It's at my point, I would flip a freaking coin before kickoff to tell you if I think they're going to win or lose.
Okay, here's a question.
I can easily see us losing all 3 of our games.
Here's a question. What's everyone's favorite Florida Gator football player and basketball player?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Tim Tebow, duh. Not named Tim Tebow because Tim Tebow's everyone's answer. Okay, not named Tim Tebow. And basketball player. Basketball player.
I'm going to go Mike Miller on that one, man.
Yeah, Mike Miller. Mike
Miller was like the first star dude that Billy D had, and that dude was so good.
Mike Miller, during the NCAA tournament against Butler in Wake Forest, I was in the stands as a kid. I was in the stands for Mike Miller's Butler buzzer beater. Mike Miller, my boy. Football, not Tebow.
Would you say not Tebow or Percy? Because those are the first 2 that come to everybody's mind.
Yeah, not Tebow or Percy. Let's keep it fair.
I mean, blatantly obvious those 2 are going to be number 1 and number 2.
I'll give you an offensive and a defensive. Offensive, not Tebow, not Percy. It really is a toss-up between Rex Grossman and Kyle Pitts for me. Defense, it's either Brandon Spikes or Reggie Nelson. Probably Reggie Nelson, though. I love the eraser. If I had to pick one, I'll say
you're
Reggie.
Not gonna go Ratliff, bro. Like Ratliff to me he was that dude, bro.
Ratliff was good.
God, he was good.
Reggie was better, though. Ratliff's that dude.
I don't know about that.
But the eraser is my number 1 defensive dude, and not named Tebow, not named Percy. I'm gonna go with Rex Grossman, man. Sexy Rexy.
Sexy Rexy was so good.
He was amazing. He should have won a Heisman.
Yeah.
Robbed.
There's so many options on both.
Trey Burton and Jason Williams. White chocolate.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go with Rat on defense and on offense.
What's the score? We're down 7. It's like, 42-35?
42-35.
42-35. We're losing. Michael Frazier was good. If I'm going to take one dude that was a one-and-doner, it's hard not to say Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal's the top 3 Gator, but he was only there a year.
To me, I think I'm going to go Chris Doering. Because one reason why I really, really liked him is he was not the fastest, he wasn't the tallest, he wasn't the quickest, but that dude just knew how to get open, and he made big plays in big moments.
Yep. Favorite game? That's a tough one. Oh, man.
Are we going to say favorite game, not national championship?
Favorite game, not Oklahoma in the national title.
It's not even close. It's Florida beating Florida State for the first natty. It's like if you're going to go not national title, then it'll be tougher.
Let's go not national title. Favorite regular season game?
Cock block? I mean,
honestly, I'm thinking
that one's hard to beat, man. Like that was
really
such a nasty slugfest, and the way that game ended.
Spurrier's return to the swamp.
Exactly.
Jarvis Moss 2 blocked kicks, including an extra point in the game, winning potential field goal. it's hard not to go Spurrier's return to the swamp in the cock block 2006. That one's my choice.
That one's up there, man. Another one. I mean, Florida beating Georgia with Tebow just
2008
and then Urban calling the timeouts at the end of the game to rub it in. Like,
only because we were in the stands for 2007, the Georgia stomp, and then we lost. We were in the stands. We were right there on the goal line.
Like, I think it would be the cock block and Urban calling timeouts at the end of the game to rub it in. Like, those two are right up there on top.
It really is. Most painful loss, y'all should know by now.
And then obviously, I mean,
2007 LSU, y'all should know that's my most painful loss by now. I still can't get over that one. Still will never get over that one.
To me,
still hate Jacob Hester.
To me, painful loss is the Georgia loss in 2012. Because as flawed as that team was, that defense was so good.
Jarvis Jones,
I mean, that defense
free
was
from Jordan Reed
so
on the goal
good.
line.
If we win that game, we win the national title.
Yeah,
because we finished number 3 at the end of the regular season, and we were hitting our stride. Like, that was the only year we dominated Florida State. Will Muschamp dominated Florida State that year too. Like, guys,
Shark, I still hate Jacob Hester. I always will.
Yeah, that one's up there for me. That one hurt because we should have another national title in that one. Another one that comes to mind is Florida Tennessee 2001, the 9/11 game that got rescheduled. Rex Grossman, if he wins that game, wins a Heisman.
Yep.
If we win that game, we're in the SEC championship game and most likely going to play Miami for the national title.
That would have been a heck of a game.
Yeah.
That 01 Hurricane.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that 01 Hurricane.
That 9/11 rescheduled game to the end of the year, the last week of the regular season, in the swamp, took away Grossman's Heisman and a potential SEC and national championship all in one game.
Yep.
That one hurts too.
2020 Kentucky. I mean, I'm not going to get upset losing Kentucky. Yeah, it sucks, but it's definitely not even in my top 5 of most painful losses. It's just not.
LSU last year, that one really hurt too.
2008 Ole Miss, I don't hate on that one because of the promise,
the motivation
afterwards. What that loss led to does not make me upset the fact that we lost, because it woke the team up and we won a title because.
And let's be honest, guys, our team was not that great before that loss.
No,
that's one reason why we lost the game. They were sort of scuffling.
We didn't have a Demps or Rainey. Losing to Ole Miss made us go deeper on the depth chart to find Demps and Rainey and use them the way that we did. If we didn't lose Ole Miss, we never would have had Demps and Rainey the way that we had Demps and Rainey.
Another reason why the shoe toss game, again, Kyle Trask at that point was the Heisman favorite. He was the number 1 guy in all these polls. Lose that game.
What about
lost the Heisman?
Yeah.
You know, we didn't lose the championship game appearance, but it basically knocked us out of the playoff. Because I still think if we play against Bama and we lose a close game, I think it's going to be hard to keep us out of that game.
What about 2010 versus LSU? The 7 seconds to go touchdown go ahead? Yeah, don't remind me. That one sucked.
You mean the one?
I hate LSU, and that's one of the games up there.
Was that the fake field goal tossed over his shoulder by what's his name for the touchdown?
No.
That his knee was on the ground and he should have been ruled down because his knee was on the ground. And it was a forward pass.
I think that was that game,
I think that was that game.
God, I hate Les Miles with his fake
He sat there, and the quarterback had his knee on the ground like you're allowed to. If he would have pitched it backwards, he would not have been ruled down. But he pitched it over his head, forward half a yard, so he should have been ruled down.
I forgot that.
And we lost the game because of it, because the officials didn't call it properly.
Forgot that happened in 2010 as well.
I think that was the 2010 game.
Pretty sure that was the same game.
Yeah, that one hurts too.
Okay,
but you know what?
Most
to be
painful
honest,
LSU losses. Okay, number 1, 2007. He was there.
Yep. I was in the stadium.
Number 2, Shoe last year.
To me,
number 2.
Shoe is number 1.
Number 2.
Shoe was number 1 for me.
Shoe game 2020, number 2. Number 3, 2010. We just mentioned it. Number 4, this year. They ran it some more. And we didn't adjust.
What's going to call this year counter. That's what we're
Counter,
going to call it. This one's called counter.
counter
okay?
power. Pull the guards.
Counter trap. That's all that was. Counter trap.
Number 5.
Ugh.
We lost Will Greer, and they won it on a fake field goal again.
They still get us.
What was
with the
that?
fake field goal, man.
2016, right?
Because Emory Jones is 13 of 16 for 226.
2016, right? 2016, number 5. That's my top 5 most hated LSU, and every one of them still gets a reaction out of me. I hate LSU.
To me, the 07 one doesn't hurt as much because we had multiple losses that year. We really didn't lose anything, and it didn't cost us the Heisman.
We were up 10.
I don't care.
Twice
I don't
in the
care.
4th quarter.
Because it didn't
They
cost
were
us.
5 for 5.
It didn't cost us anything.
Jacob Hester went 3 for 3 on the last drive with the touchdown on 4th downs.
But to me, it didn't cost us anything. It didn't cost us a championship appearance because we weren't going to make the championship game that year.
Still hate Jacob Hester.
And Tebow still won the Heisman. So it cost us nothing. So to me, that one's not as high on the list.
It cost us nothing except the fact that they called Tebow all week long, and we lost.
That happens all the time. That happens all the time.
Only time it happened to Tebow publicly, though.
That's just fans giving a good effort.
Yeah,
to me, I can't hate on that.
Hats off to y'all.
That's just fans be like,
guys.
you know what? I'm going to make this tough on this young man.
Hats off to those Tigers, man. Y'all are great rivals.
Mm-hmm. They're the rivals you love to hate.
Yeah, they really are. I hate to hate Georgia, but I'd love to hate LSU. God, the Florida LSU games. It's like we mentioned it during the LSU game. They're just the weirdest games in the world. Swamp game, high winds this year. Like, it's the weirdest things that go on when it's Florida LSU.
And for real,
Weirdest
guys,
things.
we literally lost a game because someone threw a shoe. He
Honestly,
pulled a shoe off of the player.
Who throws a shoe?
He
Honestly,
literally pulled his shoe off and then threw it.
have y'all ever seen any football game in your lives to where a team lost the game because someone threw a shoe? A shoe, man.
Like, I've seen a game where the shoes come off and you sort of tossed on the sideline, you know, and then the
He
ref's
chucked
like,
it 30 yards
like you're
downfield.
throwing a pass. Like, I'm not even upset anymore. Like, it's so comical. I'm way past the point of being upset, but it's like, dude, come on, man.
I'll never not get upset by that. Like, I will never be able to just laugh that one off.
I can.
I can't.
After watching the team this year, I can't.
Who will win Florida State, Florida?
Florida
State, the way Florida's
Florida
been
State.
playing this past month.
Guys,
Florida
and
State's gonna
honestly,
win.
I'm telling you, honestly,
And it's not going to be
it's going to
pretty.
be a 2-score game.
And it's not going to be pretty.
It's going to be a 2-score game.
You guys like Billy Napier for next UF coach?
Yes. He's number 2 behind Lane Kiffin for me.
Tell him about him.
I love Billy Napier, guys. I really, really, really like him. He's been at Louisiana. I think this is his 4th year there now. He took over a program that was good but not great, but on the way down. He's gone, I think it was like 9-4 his first year. Last year he went 9-1 because they only played 10 games. And this year, I think so far he's 9-1.
That is true. I
Really,
forgot
really
all
good.
about Albert Hainsworth stomping the helmet down on a player and then stomping his. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Hey, good
forgot
one.
about that.
I forgot about
Good.
that one.
Whoever came up with that, good.
I forgot.
Billy Napier, but he's coached under Nick Saban
They
multiple
all
times.
left.
Yeah, he's coached under Nick Saban multiple times. He was there when Kirby Smart was defensive coordinator. He was there with Jeremy Pruitt as defensive coordinator as the wide receivers coach. I believe he's also been on Dabo Swinney's staff. I think he was the recruiting coordinator with either Clemson or Alabama. I can't remember which. And then he's gone to Louisiana. Oh, my God. In program history? Anyway, still talking about Napier. Stop it. He's been at Louisiana. He's turned down the Tennessee job. He's turned down Mississippi State job. He's turned down the Auburn job. He's looking for a big-time program. Rumors are he really wants the LSU job, but LSU does not have him high up their list. Another reason why I love Billy Napier, out of all of the group of 5 schools, he has by far the biggest off-field support staff, by far the biggest recruiting budget, because he has pounded the table and his administration has listened to him. He knows the importance of recruiting. He preaches it. He lives it. He dies it. He's an offensive guy, but honestly, I don't give a crap if you're an offensive defensive guy. I want you to be a CEO who prioritizes recruiting as number 1, number 2, and number 3 on your list of priorities. And you hire assistant coaches who prioritize it as their number 1 priority. Take the Kirby Smart, take the Alabama, take the Lincoln Riley, take the Ryan Day, take the Urban Meyer approach of stock with as much talent as possible, figure out the coaching later. That's what I want.
Flag on the kickoff coming out of halftime.
So, yes, he is number 2 on my wish list behind Lane Kiffin. And we can get into Lane Kiffin if y'all want me to, because I love me some Lane Kiffin.
We
really love me some Lane Kiffin.
We're so high on the Lane train. Like, we're first class, front row on the Lane train over here.
I need to know about Lane Kiffin.
Still not Richardson.
God, why is...
Yeah, back to the game. Most points given up in the first half in program history. Samford, an FCS team. Penalty coming out of halftime on the kick. Emery still the QB. Oh my gosh. Oh, look, it's Blake Davis. We skipped Damian Pierce rotation.
Didn't even throw Pierce back out, man.
We skipped Damian Pierce in the rotation. You're right. A bad FCS team at that. You're absolutely right.
No, they're bad, guys. They're worse. Now, I don't know about worse. They're equally as bad as South Carolina in terms of where you rank in your conference and your hierarchy. They're bad.
South Carolina's an FBS team.
Well, they're just, I don't know why they're playing Office so much.
I know, right? Just giving us that. It's not like they're NDSU, Sam Houston State, Northern Iowa, Montana, good FCS. You're absolutely right.
That's what I'm saying. Right. They're bad.
You're absolutely right.
By the way, here's a take, guys.
Explain Lane Kiffin. You want to take it again?
After we're done on offense.
Okay. After this offensive possession, we'll get into Lane Kiffin and why we think he's the guy.
There's Copeland.
Hey, first pass for Jake.
Guys, somebody just posted something I never really thought of until I read it. He most likely started Richardson against Georgia to protect Emory, not the other way around.
So true.
He didn't want Emory to take a shellacking. He wanted to protect Emory Jones's confidence.
What a stubborn ass.
Here's Copeland again.
Did he not play the first half?
I don't think he did, guys. He might have been suspended or something, team-wise. Because I'm fairly certain we didn't see him in the first half.
Whatever. I don't even care anymore. So let's do a reverse. Literally, they've run 3 reverses on us in the first half, and we're going to try it in the second half like it's going to work.
Hit the
Just go, Malik.
He's
Go,
gone.
Malik.
He's gone.
Just go, Malik. Touchdown, Malik. Damian Pierce next drive. Okay, Lane Kiffin. Why we think he'd be great? Remember back in 2007, his staff at Tennessee. Who was his O-line coach again? Ed Orgeron.
Defensive line coach was Ed Orgeron.
Defensive line coach. Ed Orgeron. The man fills his staff with excellent recruiters, good position coaches. You remember 2007 no, 2009. 2009 Tennessee.
Yep.
That was the first game when Tebow was a starting quarterback that Tim Tebow did not have a passing and a rushing touchdown in the same game. First time it ever happened when Tebow was a starting QB. Broke a streak. Then he goes to USC, Southern Cal, after 1 year.
He had the number 8 recruiting class in the country at Tennessee.
Number 8 recruiting class in 2009 when Alabama was becoming a monster and Florida was a monster. Had the number 8 recruiting class in the country at Tennessee when Tennessee wasn't shit. Then he goes to his alma mater at Southern Cal and has to deal with sanctions left and right. How many scholarships they had available in his tenure there?
When he took the job, he knew the sanctions were coming.
So Pete Carroll sanctions.
Now, you're supposed to be able to sign 25 players every single year. maximum of 85 players on a roster at any one point, because you always expect transfers and graduations and blah, 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 right? First year he gets there, he's only allowed to sign 15 people.
15.
He has the number 3
And
class.
the typical class is around what, 25?
25.
25.
Typically, you sign 23 or 24 and you take a couple transfers. He signs the number 3 class in the country, having only 15 scholarships. That is unheard of.
That's crazy.
Next year, he only has 18 scholarship players.
3 more.
Number 3 class in the country.
Again.
The next year, he has 22 scholarships available. The number 8 class in the country. The 4th year, if he would have made it to the end of the 4th year, which he did not, we all know he got fired on the tarmac. He currently had the number 4 class in the country when he was fired with 4 weeks to go in the season. Now, keep in mind, guys, you add all those scholarships up. He was dealing with about 65 scholarship players for a couple years, because when he first got there, the NCAA also allowed any player currently on their team to transfer to any other school they wanted with no penalty and could start immediately.
Yep.
They were banned from postseason play for, it was either 2 or 3 years, and he still willingly took the job. He won 2 out of every 3 games he was there, and their defense was awful. They had no players on the defensive side. They got decimated on that side of the ball, but they were scoring points left and right.
And another thing about Kiffin at USC, Southern Cal, when Pete Carroll was still the coach, Ed Orgeron, yeah, that guy again, Ed Orgeron, Coach Friend-Sloan, was the recruiting coordinator. And when Lane Kiffin came on staff, he clearly...
You're missing part of the story, right?
No, go ahead then.
So Pete Carroll wanted to upgrade his offense because they always had great defenses, but they had very much a pro-style offense. And so he's looking to upgrade players. Sarkisian was on staff at the time. He goes to Ed Orgeron and says, hey, Coach O, I want to give you a new staffer. Would you rather me get you a guy who's a better coach or a guy who's a better recruiter who has the potential to be a good coach? Orgeron said, give me the guy who can recruit. He says, I can teach him to coach. In comes Lane Kiffin. Ed Orgeron, recruiting coordinator, humming on offense. Defensive line coach.
It's a face mask.
Right? Oh, did he fumble?
We can't even recover the fumble.
Right. Lane Kiffin comes in. He's going to learn directly underneath Orgeron because he's known as being a good recruiter. They start evaluating particular prospects. Orgeron had his whole board set up. Kiffin comes in with a whole bunch of new players.
How's that not called?
I don't know. Comes in with a whole bunch of new players.
I got him by here, but still.
Orgeron says, what are you doing, Lane? In his gravelly voice, like, basically, what are you doing, Lane? I don't like those players. Lane says, the players you want aren't going to pan out. They went ahead and signed the players that Orgeron wanted and kept track of the players that Lane wanted. By the middle of the second year, Orgeron knew the players he signed were not going to pan out. He just knew it immediately. So he went to Lane and he says, how'd you know? He said, Coach, I'm really good at evaluating people. He said, I told you they were not going to pan out. He said, it doesn't matter what you did coaching-wise. They're not going to pan out. And they kept track of Lane's players. Almost all of them went on to have really good careers. Ed Orgeron at that point said, I started deferring to Lane Kiffin after 1 year when it came to evaluating players.
After 1 year.
Ed Orgeron, the guy who consistently pulls in top 5 classes no matter where he goes, said, Lane Kiffin's a better evaluator of a talent than I am.
That's saying something, y'all.
Not to mention, when they came in, that 2005 USC offense is still considered the best offensive team ever. He was the offensive coordinator of the team. All right, so not only did he help bring the talent in, he then coached it better. So we all know he gets fired, right? Goes back through the Saban car wash, like everyone likes to call it. Goes there. Nick Saban wanted to upgrade his offense because they were very much I'm going to run the ball 45 times, and we're going to have the traditional drop back, double tight end, 12 personnel set. Brings in Lane Kiffin. He has 3 different quarterbacks. He's got Coker, Blake Sims, and Jalen Hurts. 3 completely different quarterbacks. All. He produces the best stats with Lane Kiffin as offensive coordinator. Nick Saban has credited him as reinvigorating and completely changing the way they think about offense since Lane was there.
And you see it.
He goes to FAU. Nick Saban didn't like him anymore.
Good job,
that's one thing about
Carter.
That's one thing about Lane Kiffin. People don't like him, right? He's just a quirky dude.
So is Mullen.
Mullen's kind of a quirky dude, but Mullen doesn't recruit and Lane does. That's basically the reason why I want him. Lane Kiffin is every bit the equal to Dan Mullen in offensive play calling and quarterback developing, right?
offensive game planner.
Look what he did at FAU. FAU was putrid. And then 6 or 7 years before him, and they've not been very good since he left. He's
McDaniel.
33. McDaniel?
Poor guy.
So, the whole time they were there, they averaged about the 78th.
Why are we going this crazy? It was a tipped interception.
Because we might be winning now. Anyway, they averaged the 78th ranked class. Lane Kiffin, in his 3 years there, they bumped up to the 62nd ranked class. He improved their average position by 16 spots in the rankings.
Yep.
Ever since he's left, they've been the 81st. And that's with Willie Taggart, who's known as a recruiter.
Yeah.
Right? Goes to Ole Miss. His first class there, they have the number 17 class at Ole Miss. Basically, that doesn't happen unless you're Hugh Freeze and you're cheating your butt off.
Yeah.
All right? Duke can recruit. Look what he did with Matt Corral. And anyone wants to say, well, Matt Corral, he had a great quarterback. Guys, Matt Corral wasn't even starting the year before. They had literally a dude who all he did was run, and he's now a wide receiver running quarterback there under Rich Rod. Kiffin comes in and says, now I'm going to run with Corral. He's now a Heisman favorite.
No flag?
So why do I want Lane Kiffin? One, for a long damn time, he's promoted as a quarterback guy. Two, for a long damn time, he's been known as an offensive, innovative mind who also evolves with the times. He can run a pro style. He can run a spread. He can run a downfield passing attack. He can run an option. Three, he can recruit, okay? He might not be a Mario Cristobal level recruiter. I don't care. All you have to do is freaking try hard at Florida, and you're pulling in top 8 classes.
So true.
If you try really hard, your potential to pull in top 5 classes. If you fill your staff with amazing recruiters, you're a top 3 to 5 every single year, just based on the freaking logo on your jersey.
Of course, next drive, Damian Pierce.
And number 4, he hires elite staffs.
Yep.
He doesn't stay loyal to people. When they don't pull their weight, he gets rid of them, and he brings in somebody else who can.
So let's go over it again.
4 things.
1, quarterbacks. Just as good, if not maybe a little better.
I'll say just as good. Dan Mullen's excellent quarterback development.
Just as good at developing quarterbacks as the guy we currently have in Mullen. 2, just as good as a play caller as Dan Mullen. 3, way better recruiter than Dan Mullen.
He's 2 or 3 notches above him on recruiting.
4, he doesn't hire his buddies. He hires great coaches as his assistant.
So basically, you're getting.
That's why we want Lane
You're getting
Kiffin.
equal offensive production with massively better staff assembly and recruiting. What's the biggest knocks that we've had on Mullen? That really the entire Gator Nation has on Mullen. He doesn't recruit, and he's too loyal to his staff. So you're getting the same offensive guy with the 2 fixes better. And so what? Lane Kiffin's a jerk. I don't give a crap you're a jerk. Nick Saban's a jerk. He wins. Guess what? If you win, no one gives a crap if you're a jerk.
Winning cures all.
And he wins. Like, and I'm tired of people saying, oh, he doesn't win, he doesn't win, he doesn't win. Bro, he took over a crappy Tennessee team, made him a 7-5 regular season team. He took over a USC team that nobody else wanted, was in shambles, and still kept them respectable.
Dumpster fire program.
He reinvigorated Alabama's offense, and Nick Saban's credited him with it. He took over a shitty FAU team, and they won 2 conference titles under him there.
Well, what happened to Damian Pierce's drive? We're skipping him in rotation again.
And he took over a Ole Miss team that went 5-7 and 4-8 in his 2 previous years, and had him in the top 10, and they're still in the top 15 right now.
Turn him into a
with
top 3
the Heisman favorite quarterback.
Heisman favorite
in year 2. So anybody that says, oh, you blah, blah, blah. Yes, he has his flaws. Everybody has flaws, guys. He's proven. Give me someone who's proven, who knows how to recruit. I'll take it all day.
Yeah, that's why we want Lane Kiffin. There are a lot of reasons. There's a lot. We've been watching Lane Kiffin ever since he was at Tennessee. We've been watching him 15 years. 12 years. Watching him over a decade.
And anyone says, oh, man, he turned in Urban Meyer for recruiting violations. Well, first of all, it wasn't a recruiting violation what Meyer did. Second of all, Lane apologized for it because his administration told him it wasn't. And third of all, Lane was actually committing violations too that Urban turned him in for. But no one wants to say that. So stop it, okay? Just stop it.
Anyways, it's a tie game. We have the ball. We could take the lead for the first time today.
And that's sad. We're midway through the 3rd quarter, and we never once had to lead in this game.
Kiffin ain't leaving Ole Miss.
Yes, he is.
Let me ask,
yes, he
why
is.
would he stay
Yes, he
at
is.
Ole Miss when Jimbo's turning A&M into a powerhouse? LSU is probably going to get freaking Lincoln Riley, and Nick Saban's still around. Why wouldn't you come to the East at Florida, where it's easier to recruit, easier to win than Ole Miss, and you only have to deal with Georgia, and then a rebuilding LSU team?
Tennessee, bro. Tennessee's going to be good under Heupel. They really are. They're going to go back to 8, 9, maybe 10 wins a year under Heupel. That dude knows what he's doing.
Still, it's way easier to win at Florida than Ole Miss.
And just because Florida's a dumpster fire right now and basically had been since Urban left, don't for a second think it's not a top 10 job. And all these coaches know what you can do here.
And another reason why we want Lane Kiffin, he can come into a bad program and make them a good program. He's proven it at Tennessee, at Southern Cal, at FAU, and at Ole Miss.
He hasn't proven it at Southern Cal, but he's proven that even when things are absolutely crumbling around him, he still keeps you competitive.
Yep.
They just fired him. One, they expected way too damn much because they just thought, oh, Pete Carroll left, so we're gonna bring this guy in and we're gonna keep winning 11 games a year. They've realized since they got rid of Lane Kiffin, they've been even worse than they were when he was there. I can promise you, if they would have known that Lane Kiffin would have eventually been able to get him back up and how bad they would have been after he left, they never would have fired him.
Okay, enough with Kiffin. What about Mel Tucker? Mel Tucker just got re-signed at Michigan State. He's not leaving. 3rd and 12. My goodness, that's a first down.
Mel Tucker's known as a recruiter, but the reason why Michigan State's good is because he's brought in a whole bunch of transfers, much like Dan Mullen just did at Florida in his first 2 years. I want to see him actually be able to recruit and develop people before I would consider him for a job like Florida.
Kiffin going to be a media nightmare, though. This guy isn't? No, like, seriously. Do you really think Lane Kiffin's going to be any worse than Dan Mullen when it comes to the media? I don't think he'll be worse. Matter of fact, I think the fans will respect him a little bit more.
Guys, I will say this much. There's a saying in media that's so true. There's no such thing as bad publicity.
All publicity.
If people are talking about Florida because Lane Kiffin is being a smartass but still winning on the field, that's not bad. It's not bad. If Lane Kiffin's losing on the field and being a smartass, that's bad.
That's Dan Mullen. Losing on the field, being a smartass in the media. That's Dan Mullen.
And honestly, when Lane's being a smartass, he's at least funny about it.
Gators
when Dan's
are
being a smartass, I can't say that word, okay? Like, when Dan's being a smartass, he's just a jerk. When Lane is, he's at least being funny about it.
Just AG, Dan will not be fired because Florida program is trash. Florida program is trash because of Dan Mullen right now. Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
I don't think you guys realize just how hot his seat was coming into this game. Just because he fired his 2 guys did not mean that he was safe.
Exactly.
Coming from multiple people inside the program. He was not safe coming into this game.
Jay Watts, imagine the Florida-Tennessee game with Kiffin as our coach. I mentioned that this past week, talking about it. That would reignite that rivalry. Did you see the Tennessee fans a couple weeks ago when Lane Kiffin traveled to Knoxville? Man, that would reignite that rivalry, especially with Heupel getting it going up there in Knoxville. I would love it. I'd welcome it. Tennessee doesn't feel like a rivalry anymore. They're the little brother we pick on.
And for anybody out there, last thing with Lincoln, anybody out there that says, well, the only reason he recruited well at Bama and USC because it was Bama and USA, we're Florida.
We're Florida, man.
Okay? Like, big programs make it a lot easier to recruit. And we are a primetime program. That's like Texas. It's easy to recruit at Texas.
Yeah.
Okay? Like,
yeah.
It's easy at those schools because of all the built-in advantages you have. That's what makes the recruiting for Mullen so abysmal right now. It's like, you should be able to easily recruit top 10 classes here with just adequate effort. You have massively subpar effort.
Florida's recruiting hasn't been good in 10 years, dude. What are you talking about?
Yes, they have. Muschamp was pulling in top 3 classes in back-to-back years, man.
In McElwain's last class before he got fired, we had the #1 class in the nation.
We had Jamar Chase.
We had Jamar Chase.
Corral,
Matt
Tyreek
Corral,
Stevenson.
Like, we had some ballers. Go look up Jajuan Snyder, UF #1 recruiting class 2017. Google search that. Look at the article on where Jajuan Snyder is interviewed about that class that I just mentioned and all the people that we had in it.
By the way,
Snyder's the one that recruited Kyle Pitts. Remember that.
It's because they're both from Pennsylvania. But just like, I know you guys don't like offensive line recruiting is hard to follow, but Nicholas Petit-Ferrer, the right tackle right now for Ohio State, who's going to be a first-round pick, he was coming to Florida. He hadn't committed yet, but he was coming to Florida. He said, I was going to go to Florida. Richard Garage was already in. We were in line for the #3 overall offensive guard in that class too. Like, McElwain, for all his lack of recruiting his first couple years, that class was going to be phenomenal. That was going to be the class that propelled him to being able to be competitive. But he was such a moron, he blew it up himself. He got himself fired. Florida did not fire him.
We were talking about him earlier.
Florida, yeah. Jim McElwain wanted out. He got himself fired.
Death threats. I'm not necessarily sure James Franklin would be a great fit. Plus, he's probably going to take the Southern Cal job.
James Franklin doesn't have thick skin. You need to have thick skin to be at Florida.
Y'all want to talk about a jerk? James Franklin's a bigger jerk than Lane Kiffin when it comes to media.
You guys watched his pressers? He is so touchy-feely, and then he gets really passive-aggressive with the media. And you guys don't like Mullen? Go watch some James Franklin media.
Oh, Franklin's terrible with the media.
Like, my goodness, man. He gets in his feels all the time.
James Franklin makes Dan Mullen look like he's good with the media.
Like, Dan Mullen just doesn't give a crap what the media says. James Franklin cares everything about what the media says. I would rather have Mullen's approach of, I don't give a bleep what you say.
Same.
Hey, Damian Pierce. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's Perkins. 27. Keep seeing 27. All right, Samford.
It's 49-42. Florida's finally winning.
Come on, Samford. Tie it back up, baby. There's still no pressure on the quarterback, and now we're just going to let him scramble for 15 yards.
Come on now. Got tackled into his own guy.
All right, any more candidates you want us to vet? Because, like I said, we've been doing videos. We're really close to releasing some stuff. So we've done a lot of research on these candidates. Anybody else?
Hugh Freeze? Nah, I don't want Hugh Freeze.
Hugh Freeze is one of those guys. He's like #7 or #8 on my list right now. If you have to get down that far, you might as well just keep Mullen for another year and wait till go to the next offseason and try to get one of the top 2 or 3 candidates.
Yep. Brent Venables. I'd love that.
I would love it.
I'd love it. I'd welcome it with open arms.
I'd love it.
He's probably #3 after the first 2 that he's probably #3 on my list.
Yeah, I would really, really, really like taking a shot on Venables. The dude's, but you're gonna have to pay him a lot of money. He's making $2.5 million a year at Clemson to be a DC.
Kellen Moore already said he's not coming to college. No. Will Muschamp just not coming back to Florida.
He's not coming back. Don't even start. You don't come back to the team that already fired you. You just.
Joe Brady, not a good recruiter. Not going to happen.
It's not that he's not a good recruiter. He doesn't like recruiting. And he's been on record as saying, when I was at LSU, I didn't like recruiting, and that's why he went to the NFL. He did it, but he didn't like it. No, pass.
If we're going to go with the head coach who doesn't like recruiting, may as well just keep him.
Hard pass. I'm not going with a coach that says they don't like to recruit.
Jeremy Chadwell.
Who's Jeremy Chadwell? I haven't heard that name before.
I don't either.
Let's look him up. Chadwell.
Mark Stoops. I wouldn't mind Mark Stoops.
No.
I really wouldn't.
No.
He's low on the list, though. Who is that? That was Wingo that just blew up the line and got into the backfield. You see that?
I mean, that's something. You let Wingo play, and he's going to do something. And we're really a 5-star recruit on Rivals. Really? You let him play? He's going to make plays? Huh. It's a strange concept.
Billy Napier? Yeah, mentioned him already.
I love Billy Napier. He's my #2. He is #2 on my list. There's Derek Wingo again making plays.
15 everywhere right now. On defense. Haven't seen the field on offense.
Jamie Chadwell. Oh, he's a Coastal Carolina football coach.
Eh,
Can he recruit? Can he recruit?
I mean, I wouldn't want a coach taking a Coastal Carolina to Florida jump. Go prove yourself somewhere else first.
Honestly, I don't care. That's one reason why I like Napier. He's going to go from the Raging Cajuns potentially to Florida.
Luke Finkel. Well, he's Iowa's coach, right?
No. Fickle is
He's
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
He is probably going to take the Penn State job.
Going for it.
Yeah. If James Franklin leaves, he's probably taking the Penn State job. He's a Midwest guy, too. He's already said he wants to stay in the Midwest. Who's 52? Another new number out there.
Hopper with the tackle. Way to go. 4th down. Didn't get it.
Another top 100 recruit. When you let them play in the position they should be playing, they make plays.
I've been saying all year long I want to see more Teron Hopper. John, that's not going to happen, everyone. Come on.
The groomers can go away, guys.
Kirby Smart, for real, be
Guys.
serious. Dabo Swinney, be serious.
He's not coming to Florida. Come on, guys.
Bring Urban back. I'd love it.
I would love it. Honestly, he'd be my first call. Like, Herbs, the NFL thing doesn't look like it's working out for you. You want to come back?
Herbs, bring Charlie, bring Chris Ash, bring everyone.
Seriously, he's number one call. He's the guy that you have to call first to say, are you interested?
Dana Holgerson?
No. He doesn't recruit. Great offensive mind. They have crappy defenses, and he doesn't recruit. No.
Deion Sanders. Now, I can't be the only one thinking that Deion Sanders is just the coach in waiting for Florida State whenever they move on from Mike Norvell.
Prime is not coming to coach Florida.
Not coming to Florida. He's a Florida State guy. He brought the tomahawk chop to Atlanta Braves, everyone. He's not coming to Florida. I can never see Deion Sanders doing one of those. I can't. I can't see it. Brian Johnson, Charlie Strong. I would love for Brian Johnson to come back eventually, but right now, I wouldn't want to see him.
Bring him back as offensive coordinator.
I would love for him to come back as offensive coordinator. I do not want to see him come back as the head coach, though. You need to go prove it elsewhere.
You have to actually be a head coach somewhere.
You need to actually be.
I don't want the Will Muschamp thing all over again where he's never been a head coach at any level. Like, as great as I think the potential was for Muschamp, I want someone who actually has struggled before at the lower levels and understands all the kinks that need to be worked out.
Charlie Rice, come on now. Charlie Rice, really?
Is he even still in coaching?
I don't even care. Is he even still alive?
He's one of the ones that torpedoed Muschamp in the first place.
Is he even still alive, or has he gotten a heart attack by now? Oh, I'm joking.
Wow.
A kid.
Caleb Williams was benched for Spencer Rattler in the third quarter versus Baylor. Are they struggling or something?
That brings more smoke to the boosters wanting Rattler to work out more than Caleb Williams.
No, the fans were chanting, "We want Spencer."
Oh, wow.
Wow, it's 10-7 in the fourth quarter. And Baylor ball.
Byron Leftwich, you need to be a head coach first.
Again, it looks like he's a great offensive mind. Don't know if he can recruit. Need to be a head coach.
Tebow, come on, y'all, be real.
I don't think Tebow would be a good coach.
Todd Bowles, no. Don't want him either.
He's been a head coach. His defenses are insanely good.
Max Keller, come on, guys. Bring back Zook as a recruiting coordinator.
Oh, please. I would love that.
My dream staff is Urban Meyer, head coach, special teams coach. Dan Mullen, OC. Will Muschamp, DC. Ron Zook, recruiting coordinator. Like, that's my pipe dream. Never, ever going to happen. But, God, I would love it if it could.
No, yeah, Dan Quinn would be DC.
Dan Quinn? No, I don't want Dan Quinn as a head coach. Look what he did. No, yeah.
Here comes the pick. There's the Emory pick. They might call pass interference, but there's the Emory pick. That ball was deflected.
Oh, we were waiting for it. Dan Quinn, I don't want him as a head coach. Look what he did with clock and game management with the Atlanta Falcons. 28-3, y'all. He was head coach for that. No, thank you. Mario Cristobal, love it.
Yes,
I'd love it.
He's in the top 5, guys.
I'd love it.
He's definitely in top 5. That man is
First
an
down
outstanding recruiter. The line of scrimmage would be dominant, and he's not that great of a game day coach.
Chip Kelly, no. God, no.
Hell no. That's not pass interference.
We got bailed.
Shorter's the one that committed the pass interference, if anything. Watch.
Yeah.
Shorter's the one that had offensive pass interference, if anything.
Gene Chizik, no.
No.
Dan Lanning, not his head coach. Actually,
I know I'm going against what I just said with no head coaching thing, but actually, no, as head coach, no. But
not as head
coach. As DC, absolutely.
I wish as defensive coordinator.
There it is.
What a quail.
Oh.
What a dying quail.
Again, criticism of Emory Jones, guys. Watch. He stared him down. He went hitch, and then he short-armed it to the guy. Not on time, not accurate. And he stared down the guy. Like, come on, Emory.
Gus Malzahn, God, no. Ed Orgeron, heck no.
Actually, bro, I would love Ed Orgeron as a head coach.
No, gosh, no.
I would love Ed Orgeron as a head coach.
Not here.
Why? By the way, we have not discussed Ed Orgeron before. This is an actual discussion between KJ3 and myself here. Why?
That guy's clock management is terrible at times. And game management is bad.
Really?
Yes.
He won a national title, and he knows how to hire assistants, and he recruits his you-know-what off.
He won that title mainly because of his assistants and not because he's a great head coach. Look what he did after his assistants left.
What's the problem?
As soon as the assistants
left. What did Urban do when his assistants left?
As soon as the assistants left, he became the Ed Orgeron before he hired Dave Aranda and Joe Brady.
What did Urban Meyer do when his assistants left? A head coach is only as good as his assistants. He hired excellent assistants, and he won a national title.
He absolutely fumbled trying to rehire the same assistants, bro.
He won a national title.
He won a title, but he hasn't hired anyone great since those people left. He didn't hire anyone great before. He just happened to hit a home run hire on both sides of the ball. Once those guys left, he became exactly what he was before those guys arrived. Matter of fact, he lost the locker room, so it became worse. So he's a coach at a Power 5 school that lost the locker room.
Urban went 8-4 his first year at Florida. Didn't have good assistants. What switches did he make between year 1 and year 2?
He had Charlie Strong. He had Dan Mullen his whole entire time, except for the last year. He still had Charlie Strong his last year. He had the same DC the whole time.
I don't think Charlie Strong was there all the way to the end.
Yes, he was. Look it up. Pretty sure he left for Texas in 2010.
Urban was still our coach in 2010.
After 2010. Third one. Look at that. Oh, man, you put air on the ball. Guess what? It was behind him, but he was so open. Dameon Pierce, touchdown. We're up 2 scores now. Looks like we actually may win this game. Spurrier, I wish, y'all. I wish. Nice touch. That's not nice touch. It was behind him. Don't compliment a bad pass. Josh Heupel, he's not leaving Tennessee. He just got there. Kyle Shanahan. Now, that's an interesting one, but I doubt he's coming to the college.
Kyle Shanahan is a massively arrogant dude. One reason why he's losing his team right now. He thinks he's smarter than everybody else. Same problem we currently have with our head coach.
Kerwin Bell, let him become a head coach first. Let him get a head coach at a good school before we think about that. I don't think it would be bad. Jim Harbaugh, he's not leaving Michigan. He's just not. Lincoln Riley, he's not coming to Florida. He's going to LSU. What y'all think about all these options we just listed off, man? I'm pretty sure that deserves a like for the video, a subscribe, maybe even a donation. You know, I'll let y'all decide on that one. I think it deserves one of them, though.
It is surprisingly hard to find staffs on here in the past.
Yeah, unless there's a Wikipedia page, it is hard.
There's the Wikipedia page. Let's see. Nope.
Minute 24 left, and look at that.
I
It's
did
56-42.
not think he was there in 2010. Terrell Austin was your defensive coordinator in 2010. His first season. So he left after 09.
Okay, well, he left when Mullen left.
But all right, so again, now Mullen left after 08. But in 08, Mullen leaves. Offense starts struggling under Adazio. In 09, Strong leaves. Defense struggles. You're only as good as your defenses.
If
your
Strong
defensive
left a year
assistants.
after Mullen left, then that means Strong left when Urban left.
No, Strong left when Urban retired in 09 and then came back. Charlie Strong went to Louisville. He was not there in 2010.
Oh,
2010
yeah,
was
right.
Urban's last year.
You're right. Okay, so he was there for 5 years out of Urban's 6.
Urban, yeah.
2nd and 7. The D-line's actually getting in the backfield now. Wow, Perkins, are you serious? Turn your head, you fool.
Honestly, KJ3 doesn't like him. I would love it if Ed Orgeron became our head coach.
Not me.
Because if nothing else, he would, after 3 years, he'd be gone. But in the meantime, he would have top 5 class, top 5 class, top 5 class. So the next guy coming in would have a massive talent
I wouldn't
infusion.
mind Orgeron as a DC, not a head coach. Man can recruit his butt off, though. I'll give him that.
I'd love him. I think he's just going to sit around for a couple of years, eating beignets and all that damn buyout money he's getting.
Torrance almost got another interception. Thumper.
Probably Baylor's up by 10 points in Oklahoma in the fourth quarter now.
Dang. Bobby Petrino, get real, y'all.
Guys. Just look up that picture of him in the neck brace and the freaking presser, and you're never going to want him as your coach.
Over my dead body with Bobby Petrino. Ask any Louisville Cardinal fans. They will hate Bobby Petrino.
Which time? The first time or second time he was there?
Yeah, it's so true. He's the exception, not the rule, on a head coach should never be the coach at the same place twice.
Well, a lot of people would say he never should have gone back.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Good pressure. Nice throw,
Good
though.
throw. Tackle! Dean, that was
God,
horrible.
I really get
That
tired
was
of Trey Dean.
horrible. You pushed him. You lightly pushed the man.
Like, for real. It's
That was embarrassing. PJ Fleck, row the boat.
I would like PJ Fleck.
I would like it too.
He just signed an extension a couple weeks ago, too.
Row the boat.
I think that
love
energy
PJ
would
Fleck.
play really well on the recruiting trail at Florida. I really do. And I think he's a pretty darn good coach.
Luke Finkel, we already mentioned, probably taking the Penn State job.
He's not
after
coming
Frank
to the South.
leaves.
Yeah, he's not coming to the South. He's going to stay in the Midwest.
Row that boat, though.
Yeah, PJ Fleck, I would very much endorse that one.
Kansas City OC, that dude's in line.
Bieniemy?
The Bieniemy, he's in line for a NFL head coaching job. Should have gotten one the last 2 off seasons, to be completely honest with you. He's not coming to college. Great offensive mind, though.
He turned down his alma mater of Colorado to stay in the NFL. He's not coming to the college game.
Matt Campbell,
No. He doesn't recruit. He does not recruit. No. And I don't see him playing well in the Southeast either. I don't.
Brent Venables, we mentioned. Number 3 on our list.
Again, he's going against my rule of I want to see you be a head coach, but I think he's a lot like the Kirby Smart, where he's learned for so long under Dabo what it takes to be a championship level. And you see his defenses every single year, no matter how much talent they lose, they play hard. They're physical. He recruits his nuts off out there. And he's only 50, I'm pretty sure. Give me some Brent Venables. If we could swing that, I would love it.
Y'all know what time it is. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. No, I stand our ground. Won't be turned around. And Gonna keep this world from dragging me down. Gotta stand my ground. And I won't back down. Hey, baby. There ain't no easy way out. Hanging out. Stand my ground. And I won't back down. Well, I know what's right. I got just one life. In a world that keeps on pushing me around, gotta stand my ground. And I won't back down. Hey, baby. There ain't no easy way out. Hanging out. Stand my ground. And I won't back down. Oh, Gators, man. At least we're winning. At least we're winning. We just outscored them 21-0 in the third quarter, but I'm not even happy about that because we should have been winning a long time ago. Oh, this season's almost over, and I thank the Lord for that. Y'all be safe. Stand your ground. Don't back down. Hey, baby. There ain't no easy way out. Hanging out. Don't back down. Hey, baby. There ain't no easy way out. Hanging out. Stand my ground. And I won't back down. No, I won't back down.
Nice sack, Cox.
Did Brenton Cox just get a sack?
Sure did.
Was that like the first one since South Florida?
It might be.
It probably is.
He flew off the line of scrimmage on that snap, though.
About time. He actually didn't take the fake like he always does.
We need Samford to score, guys. Keep the pressure on.
I know, right?
We have one sack in this game against an FCS school. Nice throw,
What a
quarterback.
catch.
Damn.
What a catch, man.
Bro, that's the play of the game
No
right there.
kidding.
You know what? You can't hate on the defense. That was
Hey,
prime.
I'm not even sarcastically clapping. Like, great throw, great catch, good coverage.
Seriously,
man.
Optimus Prime on that throw, y'all.
That was awesome.
That was A++.
Dang.
That was even really, really good
Very
coverage.
impressive.
Look at this. Perkins is right on him.
Sure is, man.
Can't do anything on that.
No, not at all.
Beautiful. For real. If I was wearing my hat, I would take it off for you right here. Y'all earned it on that one.
Seriously. Nice play.
No, Doug, like, seriously, don't you dare overturn that. Give that man his credit. Give him a touchdown on that catch.
Dan, trust me. Like, if we could get Lane, and if Lane could somehow get Muschamp, I would love it. That's exactly what I want, but it's just not going to happen.
Guys, here's the thing. Like, we're giving you, like, basically the entire video is coming up, but it's going to be hard for Mullen to get a top level defensive coordinator with everybody knowing he's fired unless you go 10-2.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
really
seriously,
hard.
like, I'm not going to give you all the names of people that we're going to talk about, but you would have to go down to, like, between 10 to 15 before you even get a reasonable shot at a difference-making defensive coordinator. Like, the only type of people you're going to be able to pull are guys that either haven't been defensive coordinators before who have massive potential, who would take a job from position coach to defensive coordinator, or guys who are currently out of a job, or guys who are established but have flaws. That's it. Like, you're not going to get one of the young up-and-comers. You're just not.
Dan, I didn't know that. Lane Kiffin's wife is a
Yes, he is.
daughter of a former Gator coach and Dan Reeves,
Yes.
or a former Gator, underperformance.
They're not married anymore. They're divorced,
Hey.
and it was a messy divorce.
I didn't know that though. Learn something new every day.
Lane is
Appreciate the
currently
information.
dipping his in the co-ed pool out there in Mississippi, if rumors are to be believed.
Just like Orgeron.
Exactly.
Old tiger.
No, it's hold that tiger.
Hold that tiger.
Hold that tiger. Like when you see Ed Orgeron tweeting "hold that tiger," it gives a whole new meaning to it now.
Oh man,
Hold that tiger.
funny. Hold that, like for real though.
Hold that tiger.
Well, points are still being scored. Like I said, I'm ready for offense today. It's true. The sissy blue shirt and then loses the UCLA. Oh, that was so funny this year, wasn't it?
I love that one.
And then UCLA came out saying sissy blue on their shirts. Oh, I loved it, man.
And then
That was
UCLA
funny.
promptly goes out and is a very average team.
Anyone mentioned Kellen Moore? Yeah, Kellen Moore said he's not coming to college, so
Bro,
it's
he's
not
waiting
gonna
for that NFL head coaching job, and he's going to get it this offseason. At least Xavier Henderson's cheering with the fans over there. I like that. Onside. Did they
And they're
get
gonna
it?
get it.
Did they get it?
They're gonna get it.
Did they get
They
it?
got it.
Did they get it?
They freaking
They
got it.
freaking got an onside. You know,
Greg Knox, you're fired,
guys,
bro.
I'm serious.
You're fired.
Do you know how
2
hard
more weeks, Knox.
it is now to recover an onside kick in any level of sport with all the rules they've
They
changed?
are punking our special teams
It's
today.
so hard to get an onside kick nowadays.
An onside kick and a kickoff return for a touchdown. You're kidding me.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
17
goodness.
Sailor or 17-7 Baylor with 8 minutes left.
Yeah, I've got that game on over here.
They're punking our special teams today.
I'm so happy. Like, if nothing else, it's just like everyone's finally
I
going to be
love it.
on the fire Greg Knox bandwagon. You know, it's like, God, this is just embarrassing. Oh,
That-
Florida, don't you even try to say, oh, it didn't go 10 yards. Nah, bro. No, just own it.
The fact that Malik Davis has been out there more than 50% of the
Pierce?
times, and Damian Pierce has been out the same amount of time as Naquan Wright is just, he deserved to be slapped across the face.
And guys, once again, this is the game where you put Lingard and Bowman, you put Derek Wingo, you put your freaking freshmen who are going to redshirt but can still play 4 games. This is the game that you get them experience in.
Let alone, you put the people that you think may transfer in the game the rest of the year.
That's why we're so
to
furious.
keep them from transferring. But Richardson hasn't even seen a snap.
That's why we're so furious that Richardson's not starting and playing this entire game. This is the easy confidence builder game. But you clearly see that Dan Mullen says, nah, I want Emery to have confidence in our last 2 games instead of Anthony. Like, he has something against Richardson for some reason. He really does.
Sure does.
The fact that he went out there and put on Broad Street that Anthony Richardson hurt himself dancing in the hotel room last Friday, or not yesterday, but 2 Fridays ago. Guys, do you realize that Dan Mullen, I cannot remember a single time in his entire Florida coaching career where he has detailed how a player got injured. Denny Thompson,
So true.
who is Anthony Richardson's quarterback coach, has been developing him for this his 4th year with him as a quarterback coach, who is one of the best quarterback coaches not on a college football staff in the country.
So, like, those who don't know
is
Danny Thompson,
furious.
he is the dude NFL quarterbacks go to in the offseason, and they say, make me a better quarterback.
He's based in Jacksonville, Florida. Okay.
Denny Thompson's that guy.
And just for some reference here, Denny Thompson was pissed, right?
Furious.
Kirby Smart did the same thing with another one of his recruits, Carson Beck, who's at Georgia right now. Same class as Anthony.
And I'll get to Beck in a second.
Kirby Smart in the spring practice said something detailing, immaturity that Carson Beck has or something along those lines. Denny was pissed, and he has his own radio show, and he let it be known on his radio show he was upset. The next day, Kirby Smart hears about it, calls Denny himself, because they have a relationship, he's coaching his quarterback, and personally apologized, said, you know what, Denny, Mr. Thompson, I'm really sorry. He said, that was unprofessional of me. I apologize, and I promise you it won't happen again. I'll keep that under wraps next time.
Let me ask you, Jay Howard. I remember you're a former player. What do you think about this season's team?
Hey, man, shout out.
What do you think about this season's team as a former player? When it comes to the effort that you are seeing from the players, what do you see, my man? As a former player, I'm asking you. I'd really like to know.
Yeah, please tell me if we're off basis on any of the stuff we're saying, because I would love it from a person who actually knows what in the world they're talking about.
You're a beast,
man.
We remember you.
Yeah, what are you watching? Look at this.
Again,
another 15-plus yard scramble from the quarterback.
We're only up a touchdown.
I'm rooting for him to tie it up. I seriously am. I told you they would score 50 on us. I told you they would score 60 on us. Well, they got a quarter to get 2 touchdowns. The rate they're going.
By the way, there may be more truth to the Mullen has something against Anthony Richardson. Remember, Mullen pretty much ignored Anthony Richardson as a recruit and tried going after Carson Beck.
No, not tried. He got Carson Beck to commit. When he committed, Anthony immediately decommitted and was going to go elsewhere until we found out. Mullen then went back and said, I want Anthony. And then Carson said, well, if you want him, then I'm gone. Then Anthony Richardson's from Gainesville. He played in Eastside High in Gainesville.
Gainesville, man.
He is a Gator through and through. Born and bred. Doesn't that sound a lot like what he did with Matt Corral?
Yeah.
He ignored Matt Corral when he became the head coach. Matt Corral was a Gator, a diehard. He was recruiting his butt off for us on the trail. He even said when he decommitted and then went to Ole Miss, when he was asked about an interview, he said, yeah, I didn't hear from any of my coaches for weeks. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
And then when Mullen finally contacted him over 2 weeks after taking the job, after he'd gone to go talk to other quarterbacks, he told him, yeah, you're not a priority here. You might want to start looking around. Matt Corral, the guy who's the Heisman favorite.
Yep. Jay Howard says, Dan Quinn is the answer to our problems. I would love Dan Quinn to come back as a DC. I would love it.
Yeah, he's an NFL
I would
guy.
love it.
He's not coming back. He's been in the NFL too long.
The 2012 defense is my favorite Gator defense of all time. That was a
That's me pass interference on Elam.
Again?
Yeah, he deserved this one. It looked like he held him. Yeah, I agree with this one. Yep. Well, I got holding instead of pass interference, but same difference.
Kept him from getting a touchdown. Not a bad penalty. Weapon X, but if Richardson is the type of quarterback that Dan Mullen wants, why won't he play him?
We don't understand. Like, there's so many things about this year from Dan Mullen where it's head scratching. Like, are you trying? Seriously, are you trying? Because it just looks like he's not.
Yeah, imagine Anthony Richardson in a Lane Kiffin offense.
Oh
that would be beautiful. It would be beautiful.
Because remember, the reason that Dan Mullen basically gave for Corral not coming here is he can't run. He's their leading rusher. He has over 10 rushing touchdowns on the year, and he runs the ball 15 times a game.
Up here. It was 4-on-3 pre-snap.
He dropped a screen.
It was 4-on-3 up there. We didn't even have the numbers.
We're just lucky they dropped the screen. Did he really just say the stadium was so loud you couldn't hear for a whistle? Come on.
Don't even give me that.
There's 35,000 people in the stands.
Don't give me that. Like, seriously.
Straight Squidward. Don't give me that. For anybody who doesn't know, we love SpongeBob around here.
We sure do.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this.
Yeah, baby, touchdown! What the heck,
We just let him run down a 2-touchdown deficit on us.
In the onside kick recovery.
In the fourth quarter. Oh, it's a flag. Is that going to be offensive pass interference?
Oh, we got lucky.
That's not lucky. I want them to score.
Trust me, Nebraska is a whole lot better than Florida. A whole lot better
Guys,
than Florida.
Nebraska
Right now,
plays hard. Like, They just don't have talent. They play hard.
Frost just fired 4 assistants and took a pay cut. But yeah, Nebraska is a better football team than
He
Florida.
fired his entire offensive assistants. The entire offensive side of the ball he fired. And he took $1 million pay cut because he wants to be there.
He's looking at Wingo coming up the middle with the pressure. You see that?
Yeah, Wingo plays hard. No,
It's amazing. You play the guy who never plays, and he actually gives you good production. Who would have thunk?
They're going to have to kick a field goal.
Oh,
Dang
man.
it.
Still going to be winning.
Dang it. Oh, Baylor just won. They scored another touchdown. It's 24-7. That one's over.
You going down.
They're not just going down. They're getting embarrassed. Hey, by the way, remember how we were telling you about Lincoln Riley might be going to LSU? Does this not describe it? They're down 24-7. They benched their starting quarterback for the backup, and he's been just as awful. Does it not sound like Lincoln Riley wasn't prepared to play this because maybe his head's not in it?
On the message board, confirmed with OU boosters that the OU boosters, the majority of them, were not happy with the way the Caleb Williams over Spencer Rattler thing went down. And it was also said in the same comment, confirmed that OU is not going to match whatever offer Lincoln Riley gets from LSU, the offer that LSU is going to give him, because they believe that the brand of Oklahoma University sells itself. So it's not just smoke when it comes to Lincoln Riley potentially not being their head coach next year.
Guys,
There's truth to it.
He's not coming back. It's not been confirmed yet by any national press, but he's not coming back. And that just goes to show you how serious other programs are about winning championships. LSU fired their head coach a year and a half after he just had quite possibly the most talented team ever assembled. They fired their head coach a year and a half later because he was underperforming. Now, he had other off-field stuff going on too, which played a big part into it. But they're not going to sit around and wait and be like, you know what? Let's give him another year. No, they say, no, I clearly see this is not working. He's lost the locker room. It's time to get him out. They got the money together. They bought him out of his contract. And now they're about to go out and probably pay $9 million plus for one of the best coaches in all of college football and steal him away from another primetime program. That's how serious LSU is about football. We know how serious Alabama is.
Not just a primetime program, a program making its way to the SEC in recent years.
And when Jimbo was hired at Texas A&M, by the way, Scott Woodward, who's currently the LSU AD, he was the Texas A&M AD. So he knows how to make big, splashy hires. He paid him $75 million over 10 years. Jimbo is now in year 4. Last offseason, he got an extension to be making over $9 million a year. His buyout is like $93 million.
Ridiculous.
Okay? Texas A&M is serious about football.
Yep.
LSU is. Alabama is. Georgia
Obviously.
clearly is.
Clearly.
So at best, we're 5th right now. But honestly, I don't put us ahead of Auburn. I think they're more serious. I think Tennessee's more serious at this point.
Kentucky's more serious.
We're now I think we're more serious than them. We're now number 7. If you assume that out of all the rest of the teams, we are equally as serious, if not more than them. I'm not sure we're more serious than Ole Miss is.
Yeah.
Than Mississippi State is.
Yep.
So you see why we're so you see why this is truly the point of no return darn near for this program. If you don't get this next hire right, guys, it's not good. We are falling farther and farther behind, even with this new athletic facility, the football-only area, even with stadium upgrades and everything. We were so far behind before that. We're just getting to the point where we're now somewhat on the same level as Auburn. We're not on the same level as Alabama, even with all these upgrades, or LSU.
No way. Not A&M.
Like, since Nick Saban's been there, I can't tell you the exact amount of times, but he's been there since 2007, his first year, right?
Forever.
He's going into year 15.
Next year will be 15.
Right? No, if 2007 counts, this is this 15th year at Alabama.
True.
I'm just going off of memory. I'm fairly certain they've had 3 massive overhauls to their either athletic overall facility or weight room. They have upgraded him when he first got there. They upgraded it 5 years later, and they've upgraded again, and they're planning on new upgrades right now. people that go through there for official visits, like Denny Thompson, who goes through all these facilities, says there are always cranes in Tuscaloosa. They're always building something. Why? Because they know what it takes to win. LSU is the exact same way.
Because they are the dynasty. So
Clemson,
they want to be number one at everything.
Clemson is the exact same way. Ohio State is the exact same way. Oklahoma. There's a reason why these teams are consistently in the playoffs. Because they know you have to spend money to make money.
Yep.
Like what Billy Napier said, scared money don't make money, y'all.
We're really not going to see Richardson at all this game.
No. He's running Emory out there the whole game.
We're just not. Jay Howard says, if Dan Mullen isn't fired, I'd love for him to hire Marquand Manuel for DC.
Oh, please. Trust me. That's a name we have on there, man. I am very much looking forward to potentially getting Marquand Manuel on the team.
I'd love to get him too.
He's done it at the NFL level. I think he would be excellent as a recruiter at the college level.
That is a player's coach right there.
And he's good.
Darn good.
He's a Gator, man. Like, he knows what the standard is. Enough of this nonsense of Mullen preaching the Gator standard. No, he lived it.
And he is Jets, safeties coach?
D-backs
right
coach,
now?
I think.
D-backs or safeties
No, I think
coach?
you're right. I think he's safeties coach.
I think safeties coach. He's coaching Marquise May, former Gator. So
one of their best position groups right now on that entire team, their D-backs, even though
Marcus May did get hurt for the
Sorry,
game,
Marcus May, you just blew your ACL.
Yeah.
Quick recovery, my man, please.
Hey, get better. So Manuel, that'd be a great up-and-comer coach. That'd be a great up-and-comer coach.
But like I said
and
earlier,
a realistic coach to get because Dan Mullen being on the hot seat would not chase him away from getting and wanting the job and accepting it because he doesn't have much to lose.
No.
If he wants to come back to college, Florida's it's your alma mater.
Should be targeting on Naquan Wright.
No, it's the ball carrier. It's not targeting on him.
It should be. Clearly lowered his helmet into
never
him.
Be called. They're just lollipopping in the backfield, man. Like,
at least he knew where his check down was.
At least
he
always knows where his check down is.
Not always. Don't you go there.
That's true.
We've busted on him many, many times for not hitting the check down when it's wide open.
You got a point.
And he forces downfield and he throws a pick.
It's 56-52, everyone. What a lot of points.
How are we only up 4 points against Samford?
It's Samford, man.
I so want to see Florida kick a field goal and Samford go all the way down there, score a touchdown, go for 2 and win it. Like, I really, really want to see that. Is that bad that I'm actively rooting for my team to lose? Like, I'm rooting for them to get embarrassed.
2nd and 2, come on.
Come on, get a block. Get a block, Gamble.
Yo.
There's a good block.
Hey, first down.
Corey Gamble's played well.
Sure has.
Of course it is. Thanks, announcer man.
You guys really don't sound like Gator fans at all. We're talking like this because we are Gator fans. We're this tired of this team.
Touchdown.
We dropped it. We don't mean sound completely 100% negative. We really don't. Like, you got to understand, it's our frustration at watching this team that's boiling over at this point.
Guys, if I were to know 100% that if we went out and win our bowl game and go 8-5, Mullen's fired, I would be rooting hard for us to win right now. My fear is that if we don't get embarrassed in any one of these next 3 games, that he will come back. That's why we're rooting against him right now. That's why we're wanting us to struggle as much as possible. We're scared that Mullen's coming back.
It brings it back to the Jeremy Foley quote. What must happen eventually needs to happen immediately.
Yeah, I thought he dropped this ball. They're reviewing it. Look at live. It looked like he dropped it.
I'd love for Dan Mullen to work out, but he's just not.
He's not going to. He's not going to.
We don't mean to sound negative. That's just a fact, man. I'm sorry if it sounds bad. I am. That's not our intention. We're just trying to keep it at 100 over here.
Guys, the program is at the point where the team has quit the assistants aren't coaching hard anymore, and potential replacements aren't going to want to show up to jump on a sinking ship. And the recruiting is it's not like he's a great recruiter where you think, you know what, we can still bring in talent. Like, all the things, Josh Pate put it best, all the things that potentially can turn a program around, Mullen cannot do at this point.
I would absolutely love for, at season's end, Dan goes out, fires the coaches that need to be gone, and just hires nothing but ace recruiters. Just say he goes get Phil Troutwine, offensive line, Juwan Snyder, replaces Billy G with someone who can recruit his butt off because Billy G doesn't want to call Raymond Cottrell, and we lose the commitment because of that. When we get a new linebackers coach, new secondaries coach, get T-Rob as being our D. I would love all that. I really would, but it brings it back to Mullen and just the things that we're seeing. I can't believe they call that.
Yeah, I can't.
It looks like the ground to me.
Pretty clear.
It brings it back to Mullen and just all the things that he keeps doing wrong, and he's just not getting out of his own way. And right now, it really is too little, too late when it comes to him trying to say the right things and trying to do the right things. You see it on the field. The team just stopped playing for him. Mullen is running Emory Jones out there and not even using Anthony Richardson at all. Malik Davis is still our starting running back. Like, it took until right now to finally fire Todd Grantham to have guys like Derek Wingo see the field. And Wingo's played great today at linebacker. It's little things like that. Like, Grantham should have been gone last year. That's on Mullen for not getting him gone. And we're suffering all year long because of it. That's why we're so hard on Dan right now. Is he just doesn't make the moves that need to be made. He's reactive. He is not proactive when it comes to getting assistance that you need to get to recruit and win in the SEC. We see that. That's why we're so negative about it. We're not trying to be negative. We're diehard Gator fans. Love Florida our whole entire lives. We just hate seeing where the program's at right now. We know what needs to be done, and we just want it to be done. Guys, that's why we sound negative about it. I'm sorry if it comes across as just pure negativity about the program.
No, it is. We've been negative this entire stream. I'm not going to argue with that. But the reason behind it is what you just said.
Yeah.
We know it needs to be done. Anybody looking at this with any sort of objectivity, instead of just orange and blue glasses, ironically, you're wearing orange and blue glasses, right, would say Dan Mullen needs to go. Just think of it this way. If we were watching Georgia versus Samford, and the score was 63 Georgia, 52 Samford, you would be laughing your ever-loving butts off at how pathetic Georgia looks right now. You would be mocking any Georgia fan you knew anywhere on social media or even in person when you walked up to see one. You'd be like, you guys suck against Samford.
You gave up half 100 to Samford?
Like, seriously, we might give up 60 to them because I don't think they're done scoring yet. Like, I'm serious. Like, that's why we're so pissed off. We are getting humiliated on the field in back-to-back weeks now. And Missouri is way better than Samford. And Florida State's better than Missouri.
Back-to-back-to-back.
Okay? Florida State played Notre Dame to a freaking overtime. Florida State just damn near beat a bad Clemson team, but a Clemson team who has a phenomenally good defense still.
It's not
and they played them toe-to-toe.
It's not even back-to-back weeks, though. This is the last 4 games.
Guys, if this Florida team would get Clemson, we would get embarrassed.
Too. That's with a bye week in between, too. The last 5 weeks, it's been like this.
Guys, this is a get-right game. This is one of those where midway through the second quarter, you start thinking of pulling your freaking starter so you can get your backup some reps. We're running our ones out there at the end, coming in the middle of the fourth quarter because it's a freaking 2-score game.
Yep. I hope Nick Saban beats Kirby Smart in Atlanta. Really do.
It's embarrassing.
I'm rooting for A&M to lose tonight because I do not want Alabama's SEC West Crown future to ride on beating Auburn in the Iron Bowl because I don't want Jimbo to go to Atlanta. Just don't.
Now you're finally on the anti-Jimbo bandwagon.
Just don't.
Don't get me started on that nonsense. You rooting for Jimbo to beat Nick. Never forgive you for that.
I was at the time. I wanted the Alabama team to get a wake-up call because it looked like they needed a wake-up call this year.
Never forgive you that one there, buddy. And that's just another reason. Look at Jimbo. He's got it rolling. Like,
Very
my
nice.
Lord, look at the recruiting class he's putting together there. Holy cow.
Walter Nolan.
Shamar Stewart's about to commit.
Evan Stewart's about to commit. Yeah, the same guy that we pretty much had locked up months ago.
Guys,
is
they're about to have
go to
4
A&M.
top 10 recruits.
Evan Stewart, who is down to Florida and Texas, about to go to Texas A&M.
It wasn't even Florida and Texas. It was Florida. He's going to commit to Florida. I wouldn't be surprised to hear that Billy G just didn't talk to him for a month either.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, you know what, Evers? You know what, Nick Evers? You go ahead and handle the recruitment, buddy. You got a better relationship with him anyway. We suck at building relationships. You go ahead and handle that.
So we're up 11. Oh,
This stream really has turned into just a bash fest. I'm sorry about that. It really has.
I'm done with the bashing.
Yeah.
All right, let's try to win
I'm
this
trying
game
to be
now.
done with the bashing.
See if we can score 70.
I don't think we will be.
Oh, Torrance!
About
Laid
time.
him out.
Thank you, Torrance.
I love Thumper.
Oklahoma's finally going to take their first L because they've been a pretender all year long.
Dang,
I
there
thought
you go,
picked that
Marshall.
off. Jason
Hey.
Marshall, I'm looking forward to his next couple of
Defense
years.
just stepped up there.
I'm looking forward to his next couple of years. That dude's going to be a star.
Sure
for us.
is.
We got lucky. We're going to go straight from Kyrie Elam to Jason Marshall.
So we went from C.J. Henderson to Kyrie Elam.
They have to go for it. If we can just get that secondary corner, that CB2 over there.
We went from Vernon Hargraves to C.J. Henderson.
I think we had a year or two in there, didn't we? Good defense. Dean.
It
Attaboy.
was when Hargraves left, then but Henderson was being recruited when Hargraves left.
I think Hargraves was a 2011 or 2012. Yeah, he was 2011 recruit because he was on the 2012 team. So that means he left after 13 or 14. And Henderson came in 17, I think. No, Henderson came in
Henderson came in with
16?
McElwain the whole entire time.
yeah, so we had a year between. 1 year gap. But Tease would have been on there. Because Tease was a year after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tease and Quincy. Yeah.
Yeah, so we went from Hargraves to Hargraves and Tease to just Tease to CJ, starts as a freshman, to Elam to Marshall.
Pretty good.
We've had pretty darn good quarterbacks. Oh, look at that. You give it to Pierce. Look at this. Stiff arm.
Damian, you're such a strong runner, man.
My dog. Love me some Damian Pierce. Emory Jones had statistically an absolutely great day.
I don't miss Lucchesi.
No, Emory just broke Tebow's mark of most ever yards.
Yeah, we do have 677 today. Giving up 5 points. What an offensive shootout.
Michigan
man.
just took the lead with under 4 minutes to go.
What a high scoring game.
And we're going to come out of this game, and Dan Mullen's going to say, well, I thought Emory played great. He's going to miss the point of getting Richardson reps. Nice. Ooh, nice spin move. I didn't see that live.
3rd and 1. At least Tennessee's got all black uniforms, man.
I do like Tennessee's all blacks, man. Those are nice looking unis.
They've had
Mississippi
all
State's
black. They've
about to
had
beat
smoky
Auburn,
grays.
too. Really? Even Mike Leach has got it rolling over there, bro. They're about to beat Auburn. They're up 10.
Copeland, 2 touches. Yeah, I know. Both of them were coming out of halftime.
He got the first 2 plays in the second half, and that's it.
That's it. We haven't even looked his way.
1 catch, 1 jet sweep.
So you just being double teamed?
I almost kind of want to see him transfer at the end of the year, man. Unless we get a new offensive guy coming in. Just go have 1 year somewhere and show out. Because that dude's talented as hell. He really is. He's so talented.
Damian
What do you know?
Pierce.
Just what do you
Oh
know?
my gosh.
Just give the ball to Damian Pierce, damn it.
Can we
Just
please
give the ball to Damian Pierce.
use him as our number 1 back from now
Please.
on? Like,
he makes big
it's
plays
just-
all the time.
It's not even close on who's the best running back on this team. It's really not.
It's not. He's so much better than everybody else.
Touchdown.
He's got the wiggle and the speed and the power. Like, he's an NFL back. I mean, just look at this. Patiently waiting, and then says, now I got it. One cut. Ready? Boom. Just one cut, I'm gone. Now I'm going to turn on the Jets. Boom. Cut back inside.
Touchdown. Like, great run. Amazing run. Outstanding run. Like, we're not even done scoring, everyone.
Now that it looks like we're going to win, I'm going to root for Florida to win. But you gave up 100 to a Division II team.
You were losing the majority of the game.
Come on, can we get to 77? Can we get to 80?
Can we?
I'd love to see it.
Can we get to 100? Shoot. This pace.
No, we don't have enough time for that. Hey, what do you know? We're looking at the ref's foot on the pylon cam.
This broadcasting crew is just great, isn't it?
Oh, goodness.
Pierce saved Mullen's job. Pierce is trying to get drafted.
Pierce did not save Mullen's job. Pierce is trying to get himself into a day 2 comparison here. Basically, what Pierce is doing is he's showing up to coaching staff saying, I cannot believe y'all were not giving me more carries all year long.
Copeland should have went to Bama like his mama wanted. She knew.
I don't think I can argue with that at this point. This was supposed to be his year, man. It really was.
No comment. Interim DC. It's FCS. It's an FCS team.
Guys, this should have been a game where we gave up 10 points and you thought, wow, our defense looked great. This was the game where you're like, you know what? We got a chance in these next couple games. We got a chance of winning out.
Copeland's mama wanted Tennessee or Alabama. She's wearing a Tennessee beanie and an Alabama t-shirt.
Well, it's because Jimmy Pitt was in Tennessee. He was the one they had a relationship with. He had just gone to Tennessee, too, I think. 2018. Yeah, that's about right. He was there 3 years.
Chadwick Henry, thank y'all for always trying to blame Dan and some other coaches, but y'all not blaming the players. It's not necessarily fair to blame the players. Yes, the players have given up on the coach, but that's on the coach for losing the locker room. The blame's on the coach. Yeah, the players are at fault too, but the players can only do what the coaches tell them to do, and if they're not set up for success, they're not set up for success. And it's hard to criticize someone who's doing exactly what they're being told to do. The blame goes on the person telling them to do it that way. That's why we blame the coaches.
I'm never going to defend a player when they quit on the team, and these players, there's many of them that have quit on this team. I just don't like singling out players. You know? Coaches get paid a heck of a lot of money to do what they do. Coaches get paid a heck of a lot of money to understand what needs to be done. And when I see them failing to make changes, when I see them failing to put players in there that when they do get a chance, they're making plays, then am I going to blame the seniority players who just aren't making plays? Or am I going to blame the coach for not pulling the seniority players out of there and saying, get your butt on the sidelines, you're not playing hard? Like, it's both of their fault, but I blame more coaching because that's what you get paid to do. You're paid to coach. I mean, you're paid to coach. You're paid to teach. If these players are not listening to you, put somebody on the field who will.
Yep.
But no, there's never an excuse for quitting on a team.
No.
Never. I just don't like singling out players. Like, if you want us to, I'll start naming players that I've seen quit.
Wingo.
But I don't like to get to that point. Yeah, again, Derek Wingo. Dude hasn't played all year long, and he's having a heck of a game. We've been clamoring for him. Where has he been?
Where is DeJuan Black this year?
Do not know. Derek Wingo is flying around out there.
Derek Wingo's playing his ass off. That's for sure.
I would much rather single out players that are playing hard, and that's sort of like a damnation on the rest of the defense that is not playing hard.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want, we can start singling players out. Brenton Cox is numero uno, literally number one. That man does not play hard.
Nope.
He doesn't. I don't care if you're hurt. If you're hurt, take yourself out of the game. If you're in there, play hard. If you have limitations, fine. Attaboy, Dexter and Carter. I think they both get half a sack on that.
Brenton Cox flew right by.
I saw him.
We just mentioned Brenton. He flew right by the quarterback.
I think on that one, it was his job to put outside pressure.
I think so too, but
because he forced the offensive tackle to go really wide and allowed the defensive tackle to then come underneath. I mean, Grantham always has sacks. Again, Brent Venables, number one sack defense.
Venables, love you.
Pittsburgh, I'm surprised by that. Really? Damn, Pitt. Y'all coach some defensive linemen.
Right.
You know, I mean,
3-and-out defense.
Aaron Donald did come out of there.
That's a 3-and-out defense.
The defense have played much better in the second half. I will give them that.
Right, time to just run it. Probably going to see Davis or Wright since we just saw Pierce. And to be fair, the biggest criticism on Brenton Cox when he transferred from Georgia was he does not have a high motor. He takes plays off. He's not the same guy every snap. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what we've seen in his career in Florida.
Last year, I thought he was actually – oh, my gosh. You're going to wait until 4 minutes left to put him in the game?
When the game's decided?
What an insult. You'd have been better off just not playing him. And they said, yeah, he was dinged up or some nonsense like that. Oh, my God.
That makes me mad to see Anthony Richardson right now.
This is exactly what we're talking about with bad coaching. There's nothing wrong with Richardson if you're going to put him in at this point.
Bowman.
Why did you not put him in?
Look, Bowman.
Now you're going to wait for the game to be over before you put.
You're kidding me.
Whoever asked you that question on here, this is exactly why we're on the coaching staff and not the players. It's a coaching issue. It's not a player issue. And watch, all they're going to have to do is go hand off, quarterback run. What? They're not going to let him throw the ball, but maybe one time it'll be a screenplay or something.
No, let's go. We got Frazier's, Whittemore.
Yeah, Whittemore's finally in the game. Him. Once again, going to be another run.
No, yeah, Weston. I'll start.
That really, truly
baffles
me.
It really upsets me to see Richardson out there now. It's like, okay, game's decided. It's a second team. Hey, AR, you're in the game now.
Like, guys, put yourself in a player's perspective if you're Richardson. You did what you did in the first couple of weeks and you pulled your hammy. And basically, ever since then, the only other time you've gotten significant play is when he throws you out there to the Wolves against Georgia. Now, we were calling for him to start the game. I'm not upset that he started the game. But if you start him against Georgia, then you start him the rest of the way. Okay? You don't start him against Georgia and then put him back as, oh, no, you're second string. Because that basically is you just saying, you know what? I'm going to give you the most difficult task. Oh, you didn't look good against the best defense in the last 10 years? Well, you're back up now. That's just insulting, man. Like, you can't insult a man anymore unless you literally went up to his face and said, you suck. I mean, he's insulting the man.
And it brings up the argument of, did you really just start Richardson to protect Emory Jones from Georgia?
I think he did. I really think he did.
And when fans even have a slight glimmer of that question being criticized on, bro, you really just set
up. Oh, there's Lingard. You
really just set up your backup quarterback for failure like that. Then it's once those questions start being asked, it's just another reason why the head coach.
And look at this. You go, put him in the game, running back. Running back.
Run.
Zone read, punt. Like, you're not even letting him try. Like, seriously, you're not even letting him try. So upsetting.
It really is. It really is. Shank the punt. At times on Cronshaw, but still, like, Greg Knox, this has been a very bad day for you as special teams coach. very bad day.
Did you even
for special
show up
teams.
for work this week? Did
Very
Mullen
bad
fire him
day.
and we just don't know?
Bowman 2 carries, Lingard 1, 3 and out. Like, it's insulting to have your 5 stars out there as your 4th and 5th stringers, and you run them only with the mop-up crew. It's insulting. These are 4 and 5 star players.
These are supposed to be your difference makers. You never even give them a chance to make an impact in this game. A game where they should be making an impact because you're far superior to the team you're playing.
Well, I still got everyone here. Minute 30 left in the game. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, go ahead, hit it. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. If you're subscribed, go ahead, turn on bell notifications so you know when my videos go live. And as I mentioned before, I don't make revenue off these streams. They all get demonetized. So if you feel the need to donate, I've gotten a couple donations this stream already. If you feel the need, man, I really appreciate it. All money that I get goes right back into this channel. And yeah, see y'all next week. If y'all want to log off right now, it looks like we're going to get this win, 52-70. High scoring affair against a bad FCS team. Need we say more? We're going to have people that we want for coaching jobs come out. Video hopefully this week. Yeah. Donate if you want. Subscribe, like. I appreciate it. Go Gators. Wingo still getting the tackle.
Who's 13?
McMillan. Donovan.
Oh, Donovan McMillan. All right, you got the game. Another safety.
Meeks. Williams. There's
Now you
Watson.
got your backups in the game.
Everyone. Young.
Yeah, that should be it. They won't run another one.
Game over, y'all. Gators get the dub. We finally got another win this year.
It was a struggle.
Looks like Dan lives to coach another week at Florida.
I wouldn't be so sure on that.
But we will find out. You know, Sunday was the day we fired Grantham and Hepsey, so we'll figure it out tomorrow.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure that he's made it through this one.
We'll see. We'll find out for sure. But it's a painful year, y'all.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the negativity, y'all, but this
Really
one
are
was
sorry.
tough.
Like,
this one really, really, really was frustrating. I mean, it really was.
It's like we said, we're only this negative because we know that this regime is never going to get us to where we want to be as fans. It's glaringly apparent at this point in the season, and changes just need to be made. I'll say it once again, as I've said it throughout the stream. Jeremy Foley quote, 2016, 2017, whenever he said it, what needs to happen or what must happen eventually needs to happen. Just it needs to. Like, what must be done eventually needs to be done immediately. And let's see what Dan's got to say about it.
Oh, here we go. What's he saying?
Please, for the love of God, sing the alma mater. Now go sing the song with the band and your players, please. You haven't done it the last 3 weeks. Anyways, y'all, that would do it for this stream. Thank y'all for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up. I appreciate all the support I get from my fan base. Go Gators, y'all. We're 5-5. We're still on the road to be bowl eligible. And just remember, it's in all kinds of weather. We all stick together. Us as fans, we're the pulse of Gator Nation. and you got to be negative and put the criticism glasses on at times, and put that criticism cap on, and understand that being negative about the team, it's not a great thing, but when it needs to happen, it needs to happen. And right now, the changes definitely need to be made, and I'm pretty sure everyone can see it. Anyways, that'll do it for the stream. K3 signing off, man. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, ring the bell, turn on notifications. We'll have our coaching list come out very soon on this channel. See y'all. Thank you for watching.